What up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the William Green Experience right here on YouTube. And right now, I got two dudes I grew up with that's going to debate each other on a subject. My boy, Famous AAA. I know I'm corny as hell. I get it. It's good, Brody. Well, he's not even here. Well, there you go. And I got my boy Ralphie. And it's probably the most blandest introduction you'll ever get.
I appreciate it, though.
I'm hot. I'm tired.
Yes, sir. Hey, welcome to the
I'm
William
floating.
Green Experience. Shout out to my guy Scrouth. You know what I'm saying? Time to
But
get it
before, you-
on.
before we start, we're gonna tell you how we got there.
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, I have no idea how we got there because I totally forgot. One of y'all gonna have to explain that. But Ralph hit me up and told me, you can let me know this is a lie or not. That you said that looks matter. I don't know how that came about, but how did that even start? Like, where did that come from? Where did that conversation come from?
Thanks, bro.
Well, basically, yeah. I ain't gonna front. I was visualizing famous concept because when we was on when we had our little session or whatever it is, he happened to have a session right after us. So I didn't even know Famous had a podcast. So after that, I noticed Famous had a podcast, and then I started, looking at the visuals, looking at the concept, looking at, I guess, what it's about and all that. And I hit Famous, and I just thought it was a pretty cool idea. I'm like, yo, Fame. I'm like, yo, like, I see your concept. I'm like, is it looks matter? Like, does matter? And then he's like, yeah, we could debate about it if you want. And I'm like, all right, lit. So, yo, he was like, at first, I ain't gonna front. He wanted to set up on his show, which I understand because I didn't tell him that I already had spoke to, basically I had spoke to Will at the same time. I was speaking to you at the same time, basically. So, and then I go back to Will, whatever it is, and then Will's like, he's like, yeah, it's a great idea. He's like, see if Famous is with it, and I'm like, Famous is already on board. I show him the text and all that. I'm like, yo, it's like, yo, it's with it. And then Famous like, all right, yo, he like, I'm gonna hit up Will, and then we're gonna set it up, and then we here.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly how. Well, with me, it's the same thing. I could just repeat what he said, but in my own version. Like he hit me on a DM. First, he hit me with like mad messages. I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to read them. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, let's do it. What you want to do it on IG Live?
His connection timed out. Basically, here he goes.
All the streams went
You,
out.
you hear? Yeah. So basically,
All the streams just went out and came back.
yeah, he went out and came back.
Yes.
Yeah, you wanted to do it on IG Live, but I don't think IG Live can have 3 people at a time. So I was like, it makes sense to bring it on here.
Yeah, I didn't know you was included. To be honest, he told me after I asked him.
Yeah, he brought it to my attention, so that's why I hit you up because I didn't know how much you knew.
Yeah, I had.
Even though it was fine, that would have been an awesome IG Live.
Yeah, because I thought he wanted to do it that day. I'm like, oh, word? Or like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the nigga tell me something, I want to get right to it. Like, let's go.
Yeah, those debates are awesome. Like impromptu debates are awesome. Because y'all both have high energy. So y'all gonna debate your asses off.
Yeah, that's a fact. Let me check.
Yeah, but let's start this. Let's get right into this. Does looks matter? Before I let one of y'all go, this is my opinion about looks. This is gonna be a short version because it's not really about my opinion. It's about y'all two's opinions and whether y'all can convince me of y'all points. For me, looks are always subjective. What might look ugly to one person or look good to one person may not look good or whatever to the next person. So looks are just subjective. Just like anything in life, like movies, whether or not a movie is trash, whether or not a particular food is good, or fruit, or vegetable, or white. Like it's just all really opinion based. It's like no factual basis in it. But as far as looks, like maybe y'all can teach me something during it. So which one of y'all want to go first? I get 5 minutes apiece to try to prove your point.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this link out real quick. I gotta find your channel.
Okay.
Real quick. Let me send this link to
Yeah,
you.
send the link first because I want whoever joins here.
I'm trying to find your channel real quick.
The Willie Green Experience.
We live.
Oh man, really awesome.
Yeah. All right, so let me send this to Q real quick. Bang.
Oh yeah, send it to him.
It's sent. Signed, sealed, and delivered. So you wanted what happened to real?
I don't know.
I'm here. I turn my camera off right quick.
Oh, okay. All right, so
Like,
you said we got 5 minutes apiece. So look,
I got 5 minutes apiece.
half for 5 minutes, and what I'm gonna do is this is my first. This is exactly how I wanted to go for my round. So after whatever happens, you can go on after. So this is my take on Do Looks Matter. This is my take on it. On all streaming platforms, baby. Download and listen to it, you feel me? Cool personality, but that sex me. Hey, new iPhone, Apple ID. Just came to find out she agreed. It's the place where I had sleeps. Good vibes and good focus. Looks do matter. I don't care what they say. Save is like yeah.
Man.
Woke up in the morning. Okay, on the way. No type of space. Caught a flip ways and pressing. I'm stressing no way. Don't check me if you do it. Check out the bag. Positive profit. Locked up for the many days. End of the year was cool. Things about how you look, how you feel at the end of the day. Looks don't matter. I don't care what they say. She shaped up like 10 J's. Ain't no fiasco. My pride, that's good. Let me have a better. Okay. Looks do matter. Looks do matter. Looks do matter. I don't care what they say. Hey. So just download that if you want to hear the rest of that on all streaming platforms, man. Support Famus AAA. That was my take on it, and I'm my bro Ralph. You know.
Oh no. You got to explain. You got to explain what you got to elaborate on that, Brody.
Yeah, so that was the song that I wrote. I was feeling very confident. Yeah, I'm saying I was feeling very confident in my back when I wrote that song. I was just feeling like looks do matter. I don't care what they say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want Ralph to explain, and then we can go full fledged. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, got it.
like,
I'll let you go first, Famous. I'll let you. Well, I challenged. Yeah, right. That's only right. I was a challenger, I guess, and that's how I usually go on ball. So, go ahead. Will, how you want me to do this?
No, I'm saying, yeah, I was wanting him to elaborate what the song like means to the people who's listening, like give a brief description. Then now you can go. That's why I wanted to tell the audience.
All right. Do you want me to opinionate on his song first?
No, I mean you can
Okay.
do whatever you want, but the point, like what is your what does it mean to you? Like what does looks matter?
All right. In
Yeah,
regards to looks, don't matter.
You think it doesn't? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it does, honestly. Because the reason why I say looks don't matter is because looks don't really have a face. looks don't really have a look to it. Looks don't really have anything specific to it. Looks don't have a place. Looks don't have a thing. Looks doesn't have a specific image. Like you can't really put a look to anything. So it's like, how can you say that looks matter when look is real general? When it comes to looks, everything you're basically looking at. I'm looking at y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? And whether or not looks matter, it's up to me, I guess. Whether or not I feel that, you guys look like gentlemen or whatever it is, how men will compliment other men, or whether or not it's women. And we will have our conversations on the block, like, oh, who's the baddest chick or whatever it is, or what was the toughest car, like when we was children, we used to talk about things like that. So, in regards to look, it's real broad. It's not something that I feel like you can really narrow or be specific about. So this is the reason why I say looks don't matter. And also, you want to say I got 5 minutes, so I might as well use my 5 minutes. In regards to being born, I guess, in regards to the female aspect of looks don't matter. All right. In regards to females, it's femininity. So it's like whether a man doesn't think a woman is pretty or not is entirely up to that individual. I don't think it's up to the entire world. Or is entire to the visual or whoever's opinion. You get what I'm saying? Because it's whoever that person is in love with. So I feel in regards to that image, in regards to females are supposed to have that image of being beautiful. They're supposed to be born with femininity. They're supposed to be born with all the feminine qualities because that's what a female is. If you female, you know what I'm saying? It's common sense. Feminine, female, female. So, first 3 letters is FEM. So so females, they're supposed to be beautiful. They're supposed to be outstanding, however a man wants to perceive a female. And but the thing is, unfortunately, women tend to use that to their advantage sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I feel sometimes you can say looks do matter. Because women do use their image sometimes to get up the ranks. And it could be in the job field. It could be in the strip club. It could be in the streets as to your pimp. It could be in the even you hating on your man trying to get one of his boys or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be just about anything. You feel me? A female could take advantage of that femininity and use it in their way, basically, however they want to use it because they're in control of that. So in regards to looks, females, to me, I think it's supposed to have looks. Males, I don't really think it's supposed to have the looks because it's like there's no really look when it comes to male because males is like supposed to be like rugged. Males is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be the protector. It's supposed to be the educator. It's supposed to be the go-getter. It's supposed to be the provider. It's supposed to be the image. It's supposed to be like, when you think about the family, that's the lion. And this is the lioness. You get what I'm saying? The lioness protects the cubs and the lion goes out to hunt. Feel me? And that's just the way I look at it. Like a lion, a female ain't gonna go for a pretty boy that's broke. A female got more of a chance of going for an ugly nigga that's rich. Because one more minute. But yeah, and so So I feel in regards to men, I don't think looks really matter because men, like I said, I don't feel there's a specific men like look when it comes to men. But females, like I said, females are born with femininity, so they're supposed to be beautiful. So you expect nothing less. And it's entirely up to the individual on whether or not they feel that that individual female is extremely beautiful to them or not. But it shouldn't be up to the world, or it shouldn't be up to us to decide, I feel. But yeah, that's how I feel.
Okay. Fame, go ahead.
Let's get it. All right, so you made some good points there, but Buddy, you made some good points, bro. I'm gonna give you a round of applause, nigga. You made some good points.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What I feel is that what you said was right. Guys are protectors. Guys are leaders. Guys are supposed to be the guys who gather up and do all that. But at the end of the day, let's be real. A guy out. So you're gonna be the guy that be at home, right? Okay, you could like what you did at the end. You went kind of left on with me. That's why I was smiling. You said a female was gonna be with an ugly dude that got money, and then you said something about a guy that looked good and is broke. Why do we always put people who work out or people who in shape and like broke? Like athletes got money. You know what I'm saying? Athletes got money. So that's one of the things, right? That's one of the things where looks do matter. But we're gonna get a little more surface with that. So when I say looks do matter, if I'm talking to a female, you talking to a female, you could be a guy. Let's just say you a guy who don't care about how you look. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about how you look, but there's a dude that work at your girl's job. It's a big chance that if he's in shape and he's doing X, Y, Z, she'll cheat on you no matter what you're doing for her. You can buy her. Give her the world. She has a better chance of cheating with a guy that looks good that she just want to sleep with or whatever the case may be, because looks do matter. Like I'm telling you, looks do matter, bro. The chances of you getting a female just because you got money, and let's just say and you fat, or you got money and you got money and you out of shape, compared to a guy who got money who's in shape, who you think she gonna pick? It's a better chance of that. And another reason why looks do matter, because males, how don't you work out as a male? I'm just saying, how do you feel manly without working out? I think that's the most manly thing that we can do. And I'm an earth person, so I'm going about everything natural right now, right? I'm not talking about anything that's materialistic, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. So you got to think, a guy who don't care about how he looks, or don't I don't fuck working out X, Y, Z, compared to a guy who does work out. You know what's gonna be the difference when you're walking down the street? You're gonna be slunched over how like this, and the guy who works out, his posture gonna be good, shoulders gonna be up straight, he gonna be walking, you know what I'm saying? He got some physique in his clothes, so it looks better. And you gotta think, females do like breeding with guys, so they feel like, okay, my son can potentially look like that. You know what I'm saying? The highest value male, so my son could potentially look like that because he got good genes. You know what I'm saying? So looks do matter all over the board. And I'm gonna take it to another aspect. If I walk into a store and that shit look disgusting, I'm walking right out. Point blank period. If I go in the store and it look good, I'm gonna spend some money in it. You know what I'm saying? So looks do matter on all scales. That was the whole thing. Just because it's a song don't mean that the whole concept with me is like me. I'm a conceptual guy, but I'm microscopic at the same time. I'm like, I break everything down to microscopic. So if I say hair, I might be saying, okay, hair, where hair comes from? The scalp. Why do your hair grow? Because it's things in your hair that make your hair grow. So I'm the type of person that's like that. I'm not just surface, like, okay, let me clean this table. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm digging deep inside the surface so people can know exactly what I mean. So looks do matter no matter what you're talking about. There's people who like grungy looking shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's people that like living in places that look dirty. Why? Because they're dirty. There's people who like clean spots. They be like, oh, okay, it's not clean enough, so I'm leaving because it's not up to par. The look is not up to par. So looks do matter regardless what anybody says or not, because that's a fact. People always think, they automatically think like, oh, he's talking about looks. That's so surface, or how a person looks. It's not. We said looks do matter. I ain't say how a person looks matters. You gotta look at it. I said looks do matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole spectrum of where I'm putting this, and I'm gonna end it off like that.
Do you have a rebuttal for what you just said?
Who, me?
Yeah. What's your rebuttal?
Well, I heard a lot of whatchamacallit, well, I don't know. I mean, what was I heard a lot, honestly. I heard about looks do matter in regards to you walk in a restaurant, you know, I understand that, and not being clean and stuff like that. And I guess, you know, the severity of the cleanliness of the restaurant, stuff like that, you know, I understand that. But what I was trying to say earlier basically is that look doesn't have a specific, like basically what I was saying, it doesn't have a specific like subject or person or object. Like, you know, looks is anything. You know, this wall right now, I'm looking at it. You know, my walls looks good
Yeah,
or
but
whatever. If that's how you
agree
want.
with your walls and your surroundings. Do you agree with it? So it is subjective, but at the same time, is do you like the way everything around you look? You know what I'm saying? If not, you wouldn't accept it. So that's what I mean by looks do matter no matter what you say. It doesn't like you have a preference in life. If you don't have a preference in life, then anything that you get, you'll just buy. Anything you see, you'll buy. And that's not the truth. You have to look at it first to say, okay, I like the way this looks. In order for you to
Nah, you right.
you know what I'm saying? So it does matter.
Nah, I like my brands. I like certain brands and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like, you know, and what you
It's
call
because
it,
of the
and
look.
I would choose certain brands over certain brands because, you know, that's just, you know, I like certain brands. But I'm talking about in regards to masculinity and femininity.
It matters, bro.
In regards to so you telling me that a woman then will go for, I guess, like you said, a pretty boy that's
You
broke
don't gotta be
rather than a person that's average. What? Go ahead.
you don't gotta be pretty. You don't gotta be pretty, bro. Like you
I'm just
saying,
using an example.
yeah, I know what you're saying, but you saying it don't matter because that's just like saying a guy that is not gonna pick a girl who looks super good compared to a guy
I
compared
don't
to a
think a
guy.
woman.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think a woman goes on based on looks. Honestly, I
They
think a
don't
woman goes based on.
they don't, but they
It's an attribute. It's an attribute. It's an attribute. But if the person is all he got is looks, that nigga's a bag of shit, and the female too.
I get what you're saying, but it doesn't matter. In order for me to talk to a female, I'm not talking to any female just because she a female, bro. I got to like the way she looks for me to be engaged with her.
But somebody's gonna like her, famous. Somebody gonna think she's
Okay,
pretty. Somebody gonna think she's beautiful.
exactly. So that's to them. So looks do matter because they think she's pretty. So you proving my
All right,
point.
so that's what I'm saying. Looks don't matter because they find her pretty and they find her beautiful. You get what I'm saying? To you, it matters because she's not your type.
How do they find her pretty? Because they're looking and saying, okay, I like the way she looks, so I'm going to approach her. So it does matter, bro. You're proving
All
what
right.
I'm saying.
What I'm all right, but no, it's wordplay right now. But what I'm basically trying to say is that you're basically trying to say that you just use the example, right? You said if you was to talk like look at a girl, right? You individually, and you were to say that I guess you don't find her attractive, which I understand. I said that someone will find her eventually attractive though. Just because she's not your type doesn't mean she's not somebody else's type. So that's why I say looks don't matter. You get what I'm saying?
You going in circles because what you're saying, you trying to make it seem like you're saying something else, but you're saying exactly what I'm saying. You agreeing with me?
Well,
You just
can
saying
you do you mind butting in?
look good. To
No,
me, she
keep on.
don't look good,
No, keep
but to
keep on
somebody else,
debating.
she looks good.
At the end of this, I'm
Oh,
gonna
all right,
give you my opinion. Go ahead.
all right, copy. Go ahead, go for it, fam.
All right, so yeah, so at the end of the day, yes, looks do matter, bro. Like the most precious thing to me when I die is how, to me personally, we can't die with nothing but ourselves. So self-love is number one, and that's how you look at the end of the day, point blank, period.
Bro, but you're not going with nothing, bro. It's either you're gonna get cremated or you're gonna bury 6 feet under.
Okay, so look, so for females going for bank account XYZ, when the day I die, I still what belongs to me is gonna be my flesh, not them fucking clothes.
Not your flesh, bro. It's your spirit. Your flesh deteriorates.
No, you get a little too deep. You get a little too deep. I'm talking about the
That's what you just said.
The last thing that you're gonna see on me, point blank, period. You not
It's your bones.
You may see a hat, you may see whatever. However you get buried is how you get buried. You get cremated, you get cremated. The last thing that's gonna go literally before your flesh is gone is how you look. So at the end of the day, when somebody looks back at pictures, they was like, "Oh man, your grandfather looked good," or XYZ, blah blah blah, or this X. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, me being the person that I am, that I work out, and I'll be like, "Yo, the success rate of talking to females when I was just super skinny to me having a shape on me, totally different. So if somebody doesn't work out compared to somebody that does work out, of course their opinion is gonna be like, yeah, that don't
Famous,
matter.
I can agree on that. I know that. I can just go through that myself. I used to be 260 pounds. Like, I know that firsthand. You get what I'm saying?
So
And
looks
now I'm
don't
like,
matter
you get me? So,
because
yeah, I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is that, but do you think looks have, all right, so they basically, so does looks have a feeling? Looks have a heart?
no, but it's the gateway, bro. It's the gateway. It's the gateway to a lot of people to.
So, all right. So I'm going to use an example. It was one girl, right? I was in love with all my life, bro. I mean, all my life, yo. And y'all probably know her. She been around the block, but she basically bounced. And long story short, I got with her. And to be honest, I got with most girls I wanted to get with in life. And now it's not really nothing to be proud of, but it is what it is. But there's one specific girl, to be honest, she was real narcissistic. Like, she thought basically her looks will win her the world. And then, unfortunately, she had a reality check because, unfortunately, I was not on that timeline. Like, she wanted me to be a house nigga. She wanted me to basically, she wanted to control me with her looks. She wanted basically, because that, she the thing, she that thing. She want me to be that I guess that pet. And it's like, she even, it was to the point where education don't matter. You know, I'm basically going to school just to pay loans, this and this. On some mad hating shit, honestly, to be honest. Because honestly, I don't got nothing to prove to anybody. Yeah. But in regards to her though, to be honest, I got to smash. Yo, but in all reality, bro, I smashed again. But that's it. That's all that was. Cause yo, inside, she was deteriorated, bro. She was like a rotten apple, bro. Her mindset, her heart, her spirit, bro, was not intact. So it's like, I didn't all this. I was in love with all my life. You know, since a child, since a kid. And I didn't think growing up at 30, 28 years old, you know, I'll meet her and, you know, I'll get the chance or whatever it is. And I did get the chance. I thought it was going to be a fairy tale ending. I thought it was going to be, you know, oh, I got the love of my life. You know, I got the girl I always wanted, look-wise. Bro, it was, yo, honestly, I didn't get anything. She got pregnant, didn't tell me nothing about it. Then want to go behind my back, get an abortion, because for some reason she thought I couldn't produce babies. Meanwhile, I got a whole 10-year-old daughter. And then, want to try to hurt a nigga's feelings. And it's like, how you try to hurt a nigga's feelings with your looks? So that's why I say, if you want to say looks matter, it's like, it depends how you want to approach it. In regards to females, yeah, looks matter. You see what just happened? A girl thought she could take over my life with her looks. But in regards to men, honestly, I don't really think a female would choose a man just based on his appearance. He will need to have that attribute, but also he will have to have multiple attributes. Looks ain't gonna get nobody anywhere.
I hear what you're saying. All right, I hear what you're saying. I didn't say looks is the only thing that matters. So I get what you're coming from with that. You have some good points, but I didn't say it's the only thing that matters. At the end of the day, if you break it down any type of way, if preference is your shit, cool. Unless you're a bum on the street that just take anything and just believe, and you know what I'm saying, just take anything, somebody give you food, you don't care how it look, it could smell rotten, it could be XYZ. Looks that don't matter. But for people who's functioning in society, looks matter, point blank, period. I don't know why you feel that guys supposed to look scruffy. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. But guys do look good dressed up. Guys do look good shape ups. Guys do look good.
I could only see myself calling a guy a gentleman, honestly. Handsome is a little bit, to me, a little bit overboard. But I really can't see a man in that image, bro. I only can see a female in that image, to be honest.
That's your preference. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck, bro. At the end I don't care how man look. I don't care. But I can salute a dude if I see him and his son. Like, look, let me tell you something. I'm on 149th for Grand Concourse. I see a guy and his son, and they running. They running. Mind you, his father in shape, son in shape. That was a good fucking look. So I saluted the man. They stopped. They gave a bum some money and all that. But they was
all right, bro. So if the dad, all right. So if it was a dad, all right, go. All right, sorry.
Hold on. They was in shape. I saluted them. I was playing basketball this summer. There's a young dude in there. He in physical shape. I go to him like, yo, salute. I salute people who take care of themselves and motherfucking up to par with how they look. Point blank, period.
All right.
It's not the end all be all. But at the end of the day, that shit matters because people take you more serious when they say, okay, damn, this motherfucker is. Because maybe you don't know the dedication that it takes to keep your body in physical shape for a long time, or to continuously wake up and do the shit over and over and over and over and over again. Maybe that's not something that you're used to, but for people who understand.
Who, me?
Yeah, for people who understand.
Bro, I'm about that life, bro.
But for people who literally understand the grind and waking up and saying, damn, okay, I got to put this work in, I got to put this pain, I got to put
Bro,
this.
I walk to Dykeman every morning when I wake up. And I live in 204th and Webb.
I get what you're saying, but that's totally different from you literally putting in work, literally push up.
Bro, you know what that walk is, bro? To Dykeman from here?
Bro, I ran half a marathon. That's 13 miles.
No, but you're saying I don't do it at all.
Bro, you don't. Bro, do you work out? You got weights in your crib right now?
Weights is the only way you can work out, so cardio is not considered working out.
How many push-ups a day you do? How many?
I can do 20 push-ups.
How many pull-ups a day you do?
I can do about 6 or 7.
I'm saying a day. You don't do it. You don't do it.
I just said I can do those a day. Yes, I can.
But he's asking,
do you do it a day? Is what I'm saying.
If I choose to, whether I choose to or not, no. But what you call it? It's easily done though. It's not something that I have to try to do. I could manage my own weight. Like I could lift up my own weight. It's not hard to lift up my weight. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I'm not saying that you can't. These are questions that I'm asking. This is part of the self.
All right, so all right, let me talk about what you were saying earlier. All right, in regards to you said the two men or whatever. So if you've seen I guess a chunky man or whatever it is, and a son that's a little chunky too, and they seem motivated, they seem dedicated, and they trying to end up, I guess, in your shoes. You don't. All right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But you only made it seem like it was only the people in shape that get the salute. Feel me? Like I would salute them just as much as I salute the person that's in shape, because they trying to get there just as much as that person is already there. Because that person got to maintain it. Because if that person don't maintain it, he'll go right back to that person. And then if that person don't keep going,
I get what you're saying on that. But the person that's in shape, I'm respecting them more because they have the will to be like that now. I don't give a fuck if the person that's fat is on their journey. Salute to you too. But the person that's in shape, salute, nigga. Fucking loot. Salute, nigga. You crazy? Salute, bro. You and your son. You got your son. Your son don't gotta be big. Don't gotta gain weight to lose weight to come back and be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's in shape early. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. I'm saluting you. It's a difference.
I mean,
hold on. Listen, bro. It's a
all right. Sorry.
It's a big difference when you driving a nice car and somebody's like, hey, and then it's a difference when you running in traffic and people honking their horn. Like, it's a big difference because it's natural against material. You get what I'm saying? So the look.
I didn't get the car part.
Hold on. A lot of people could drive, but not a lot of people can run miles, bro. That's the difference. A lot of people can get money, but not a lot of people can work out and feel like, oh shit.
So you're telling me the best of the best only get? So the best of the best only get acknowledgement then?
What's the best of the best? What are you talking about?
That's what you're saying. The best of the best. Basically, it's the only ones that get acknowledgement.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're just saying the ones that are the toughest, the ones that have the best car, the one that has that's on top of their game. They're the ones that get the benefits. They're the ones that get the salute.
I'm saying in New York City wise, because so bro, let's be transparent. In New York City, if you don't got a fly car, not a lot of people is really looking at you like that. You got a regular car,
bro. That's gold digging shit, bro. That's gold digging shit, bro.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. You think
I don't got a car?
take your mind off that one track shit, bro. Let's take yourself.
I'm just responding to
like
what you're saying.
Hold on, I feel like you making it personal instead of looking outside the box. If I pull up in a Rolls Royce and you pull up in a Honda, it don't matter if it's a girl, guy, little kid, they're gonna be looking like that's a nice car. And
what about the person? What about the brain of the person in the car? It don't matter.
Bro, we talking about looks right now. Hold on one second.
But that's what I'm saying. How can you?
I hear you. Hold on. That's the person that's going to get acknowledged at the end of the day over the person. Oh, he got a nice brain. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't look. At the end of the day, a person got to know you before they say, okay, he got a good brain in the car. And I get what you're saying. You're right. It does matter about the brain of the person. But at the end of the day, that's how you're going to get acknowledgement, bro. I'm telling you, it's a big difference between somebody saying you got a nice car and saluting you for being in shape. It's a difference because they saluting the material and somebody's literally saluting you because they see you putting in work. It's a difference.
So if I had an electric bike, I'm not valid then because I don't got a whip, right?
I didn't say that. That's up to you if you feel like that. What I'm saying is natural versus material. Running,
but material don't mean shit, bro. Material don't go with you nowhere. Material is just material.
But you can't say that to the majority of the people because what they do, they put ads everywhere. Oh, if you don't got this car, if you know your credit score is not here, if you're not this, you're not that. So we ain't gonna dive too deep in that because I get what you're saying. But I'm saying most people look at what you got. You know what I'm saying? They look at what you got, how you act, look at what you got before.
Yeah, exactly. Everything, the whole thing, the whole concept. Just not this appearance.
No. Yes, they do. Because look, if I walk into
you just said it, Famus.
If I walk into a job interview and I got an afro, and I'm with, and I got on different, like if I got on these clothes, I got on sweats right now, and I got this, and you come in, you got a cut, you dressed up.
Hold on, Famus. Let me answer Billionaire's question real quick. Yo, whatchamacallit? You right, I can't front. He said when I had a whip, whatchamacallit, that I feel the shit. To be honest, with or without the whip, it don't really matter because I actually sacrificed the whip for the apartment because I felt like I need a foundation first rather than to have a car over my head. A roof over my head was way better to have for me and my daughter than to have a car because I have the Metro North in my backyard. And in the city, you really don't need a car. So electric bike will actually get me to point A to point B faster than any car will, to be honest, in New York City traffic. So in regards to the way I look, in regards to having a car, yeah, I did feel a bit more egoistic. Yeah, I did feel a bit more, I guess, that it makes, but it was an adrenaline, to be honest. It was something that when I eventually got over the phase, I didn't want to drive my car because I was afraid of getting into an accident. Because I was afraid that the shit won't look the way it's supposed to look. So it's like that you get caught up on looks so much that shit will end up driving you over the edge in a way. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I feel looks shouldn't be so much prioritized, man. Looks should be a condition. Looks should be an attribute. Your looks should be a quality, but looks should not be the main focus.
That's the gateway, bro. I'm telling you, that's the gateway to everybody, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's either that or energy. And we're not even talking about energy. We're talking about it's either looks or energy, bro. At the end of the day, if a female sees you, right? Let's just say she see you and she see another dude. Y'all kind of look the same. Y'all dress the same. Bro, you smile. You got all your teeth. He smiled. He ain't got shit. She's going up to you because that looks do fucking matter. He got a whole bottom. His whole shit is missing or he got no teeth. Come on, bro. Let's be serious. You know what I'm saying? Let's be serious. You know damn well at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make is looks is just going to be the thing that gets you there. I'm not saying it's going to keep a person. I'm not saying you got to be a piece of shit. I mean, I'm not saying you got to have bad personality because I'm a nigga. To me, nobody can tell me I don't look good. And I bust my ass, but at the same time, I got good heart. I got good spirit. I'm not trapped in this material shit. I'm not judging people. Oh, you don't got this, so you a piece of shit. You don't got this, you a piece of shit. So what I do have, what I wake up and see every day when I have nothing on, when I look in the mirror, is the flesh. You know what I'm saying? When I look in the mirror and I see, oh shit, I got an 8-pack. Oh shit, I
So, bro, if your energy ain't right, you can't get that apex.
Steroids. Steroids is niggas, and I'm saying I don't, because I'm slim, but you know what I'm saying?
Now you talking artificial shit. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes to
Nah, I'm done. I'm done, Will. I'm done.
Done?
Yeah.
All right. All right. This before I'm gonna actually have some people join the show. But after I've written my decision. Well, not my decision, but we're gonna ask the people. Who do you think won this debate on this subject? Ralph or Famous? Put your ones and twos. One's for Ralph, twos for
Let me see this
Fame.
shit. Let me see this shit at.
Ones and twos. One for Ralph, two for A.
Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I can't see because I'm on my phone. My laptop charges in Jersey. I'm not getting on this computer, so you know what I'm saying. Somebody said it's one for me. He said it shouldn't matter who won. Heard you. Siri, what?
I agree.
For me, yeah, I agree, but we need a winner. I mean, this is a debate show.
We need a winner. He said everyone has their own opinion.
You're right, B. You're right.
Yeah, y'all saying that though, but y'all, at the end of the day, Will know, Ralph know, I know. Looks do fucking matter, bro. It doesn't.
Okay.
Whether you're talking about a female, the whole thing doesn't say a person looks matters. It says looks do matter. I don't care what they say. Point blank. Period. It just matters.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I never said a girl looks matters, a guy looks matters, a cat looks matters, a dog looks matters. I said looks do matter. You feel me? And then look, I'm talking about a female in the song. Nigga, the video that I shot was a family vacation, and that's a good look. A family trip. We went to a water park. I recorded it and just turned it into a music video. So that's a good look. So looks do matter. That look to me looked good. So that's why I put it together.
Okay.
And I made it a video. So looks do matter. So I took the whole song concept. I had to take out some words and curses in the song to make it more family orientated. But that was
bro. That's a sound.
And I agree. Y'all did make some good points. Y'all made some very good points. Ralph, you kind of shot yourself in the foot a lot of times, in my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And Fame, I believe you contradicted yourself with one thing.
Yeah.
You said salute to the people who's working, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So to the overweight person that's working towards their journey, you shunned him. You said you basically didn't salute him.
I said I did salute him, but I'm not saluting him more than I'm gonna salute the people who's
Oh,
there.
Okay. I didn't catch that part. Okay. Because there was a lot that was said.
Yeah.
Like that part stuck for me. I was like, you know what? Let me stay right there with that.
Okay.
Because I gotta find some flaws in one of your arguments.
Keep going what you were saying, though. Keep going what you were saying. I want to exactly keep going.
I'm like that was. I thought I made a mistake on it because I thought that's what you meant. You're not gonna salute them more than a person. But here's the thing: aren't they both working?
Yes, they both working.
Yeah.
One is maintaining, and one is at the level, and one is getting it. Like a lot of things with me, even with me, like people see me. And they be like, yo, you box, you XYZ, and they be wanting to hit the pads. And there be people that I notice like they may be out of shape, they may be XYZ, but I work at a high level, so I try to fill them out and be like, are you gonna come the next day? Are you gonna come the day after? Because people do shit one time and that's it, and that annoys me. Like I'm a workhorse, bro. I'm a workhorse. I don't do shit one day and then that's it. I keep going and going and going and going and going. Your niggas be like, oh my God, does he ever stop? No, I like working. A lot of people can't keep up with me, bro. It's very few people that can keep up with me. So me, I gotta fill you out. I can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna work with you just because you're trying to. No, that's not how it works. I'm not into wasting my time trying to train somebody or help somebody if they're not putting in the effort. Like you gotta show me consistency. So many people's like, yeah, I work. Next thing you know, them niggas end up bailing out. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Like you know who you fucking with. That's why I be like, yo, you sure you want to work out with me? You sure? All right, so we gonna see.
Okay. Here's I give the winner to Fame. Here's why. Looks. Here's the thing. Here's my perspective on looks. Everything you basically said is actually true. Like,
but wait, Will. Just like you just did to Famous, right? Because you said I shot in my foot, right? Can you get into details with me, just like you got into
exactly.
with Famous, if you don't mind?
Do that with Rob. Yeah, for sure.
My bad.
For sure, I want to hear that.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm lit right now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Because the reason I would say you shot yourself in the foot because without realizing it, you proved a lot of Fame's points. Because everything you're saying at the end of the day goes by how they look. If you're saying looks matter, like does looks matter, he's talking about the whole surface. Because what we look at, like appearances, everything is that's the first thing we see. Now, some people go for a certain look of somebody. Most people don't go after the beautiful people in the world because either they don't look as much as that person will like, or they just believe that person is shallow as fuck. That they don't like their attitude because most people who look great are shallow as fuck. They're not.
You think so? Hold on, bro. You think so?
Most of them, fuck yeah. Most of them are shallow.
I think you know what I think about, and I'm gonna let you go. I think the people who know they look good feel like they need somebody that know they look good is just as good as them to talk to them, not somebody else. That's how I feel. But go ahead.
Yo, y'all insulting mental health right now.
Nah, based on their actions, most of them depend on their looks, and they're shit people. Most of the people are like that. They're like they didn't.
But what do you get out of looks? Well, I'm asking you one question. What you get out of looks?
You get the conversation. You get the initial.
I'm asking Will. We get what?
Like I agree. You're gonna get that person's attention, but it's to me it has.
But where does it get you? I'm talking about where does it get you?
It gets your foot in the door.
But where does it get you when you get your foot in the door? Because I just dated 3 females for looks. The last 3 females, 3 months apart, and they all broke up with every single one because I based it on looks.
It depends on what you wanted from them.
But do you get what I'm saying? I based it on looks.
What did you want them for?
I got to know them. Do you understand what I'm saying? I based it on looks. I put my foot in the door, right? I got to know them for 3 months because usually you get to know a person in like 2 months. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll give them 3 months. So I got to know the person. They were, unfortunately, they were poison on the inside. They were toxic. They were bringing me to a place where I didn't need to be. And they were more into themselves than anything else in regards to looks. So whatchamacallit, I had to let them go because unfortunately it's like, what are you doing for me? She ain't got nothing to bring to the table. All she want to do is be a spoiled rotten apple. And then it's like, if you really don't got 50-50 nowadays, this ain't older generation where a man taking a woman. Today, you got to have just as much as the other person to bring to the table.
What you won't do, the next person will. That's the point.
But you will leave a person. But do you get what I'm saying? They were the baddest. They were bad as shit, and I left all 3 of them. And I'm single.
It has nothing to do with you. It's what at the end of the day, they getting something out of it.
But do you get what I'm saying? Well, you're not understanding.
Else.
Yo, nobody's disagreeing with you, bro.
No, I know, but you're not getting what I'm saying. Look, I based it on looks, like what y'all said, right? I put my foot in the door. I based it on looks with these 3 females, right? And I got my foot in the door. I got to know them 3 months. On the inside, it wasn't what it was on the outside. So what was the purpose of me having them around?
No, we're not talking about how you're basing it on. We're talking about them.
Yeah,
because we're talking about looks is how they perceive you.
What are you talking about? So you're talking about men in regards to men in looks? I'm talking about females in looks.
No. We're talking about people in general.
You're talking about the way female perceive men. You just said that, Will.
No. In this case, it is how they perceiving you. I'm talking about people in general. Looks is how people perceive you.
All right, I'm done.
Meaning, we're people, right? If like Fame said earlier, if I was a manager at a Fortune 500 company, and let's say you wore a two-piece suit or he wore a two-piece suit, and the other one wore
and they wore this.
cheap shit. Yeah, not even just that.
This is sweatpants.
Well, yeah. Probably that has nothing to do with work.
So you're talking about material now. You're talking about material defines a person then now.
No. Okay, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a point. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. If you was you're a manager, right? You're a manager, right? Let's say I came to work to your job interview with sweats with stains on them and sneakers.
And a perfect resume.
Yeah, and a perfect resume.
Yeah, all right, because that's not, okay, go.
Perfect resume.
And then you came all dressed up, all suited up with a bum-ass resume. Guess who I'm hiring? The nigga in the sweat.
No, you're not.
I think you...
No, you're not.
What the fuck? You gonna hire the nigga that don't know shit?
Bro, how is he gonna
what the hell is he gonna do for the company? He gonna look good for y'all?
No, you're being
He gonna look good for y'all? He gonna be a poster boy?
You're disingenuous.
Y'all gonna have him doing commercials for y'all?
Hold on. None of them was getting hired.
You're being
What can he do work-wise? Bro.
I hear you.
You're being disingenuous right now.
I'm saying none of them was getting hired because you're not even gonna talk to the nigga with the sweats and the other dude who got nothing on his resume. You're gonna be like, yo, sorry, we don't need you. So then none of them was getting in, bro.
So y'all don't get it. Y'all have to use an example though. You have to y'all have to play devil's advocate. It's either or. You know what I'm saying? It's either the good looking guy with nothing, or it's either the not looking guy with everything.
Oh shit.
That was a good one, bro. He said he gonna hire. I mean, I respect that though, but I wouldn't know how you gonna talk to him. Like, what is?
So what you gonna do with the one that has all suited up and doesn't have a resume?
I want you to know.
They'll get hired, but but the person I'm gonna talk to is the person with the suit.
And you're not gonna hire the other person because based on material?
No.
Based on material?
Appearance. Not material.
No, based on material. You said just on sweat. You said sweat.
Your appearance. Your overall appearance.
That's judgment, bro. That's judgment.
Not judgment. Everybody.
Yes, it is.
Everybody judges though. One way.
That's judgment.
We all judge.
That's judgment.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you see somebody in July in LA with a North Face on, what the fuck you think he gonna do?
Come on, that's self-explanatory. That's common sense.
What do you
That's
think?
Dumbo right there. That's just Dumbo.
What do you think that man is gonna do?
Why does he have a coat on in July for? That's dumb.
What do you think he has? I'm asking you. What would you think? What would you think
But
about
that's rhetorical, Will. Why would I answer something that's rhetorical?
Rhetorical.
I can't see that. Like, if I see that, I won't even look in that person's way because I feel like that person needs help and that person has mental health issues. And that person needs probably some counseling and he probably needs a psychiatrist because that nigga got a coat on in the fucking summer. Who the fuck does that?
Somebody that's about to shoot something?
No, a nigga that ain't got, no, a nigga that's rewired up here, bro. He got problems, unfortunately.
Somebody has a coat on in July is going to shoot something.
Yo, let Q bro. I want to hear what Q got to say for Rob get off the jack. I know you about to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. Hold on, for anybody who want to call in. Hold on.
Yeah, Q. I want to hear what Q got to say. Yeah, Ralph was saying something about some mental health. Like we need mental health and some shit. What was you saying about us? He said
a person with coat. He said a person with a coat in July. That's a person with mental health issues.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. People
so how can you use that as an example?
Because you know what I thought he was getting at, but he didn't get at. I was saying, just like you saying, that's a rhetorical question. I was saying it's the same rhetorical question. Just because you got two resumes, and the guy who looks more professional is probably gonna get hired before the guy who has the sweatpants on. No matter, you know what I'm saying? Because you know. Okay,
no matter the resume, famous. Huh? No matter the resume, famous.
What?
No matter the resume, famous.
A person that comes with sweats and stains on them, whatever case may be, bro, that's not how you come to an interview. That's just not how it goes. If you're not going for a gym job, You're not going for a yoga instructor or something like
That's
that?
not the point we're trying to make, Famous. We're trying to talk about what the person has to contribute to the job. The person, the pretty boy, or the person that knows everything.
I want to see how your job is going to be run if you come if a person comes to your establishment dressing any way they want, but they got a good resume, because that's pretty much what
I could dress however I want. I mean, I work with children, so I honestly could come to.
I'm talking about when you own a business and you hiring employees.
Bro, I work with children. If I end up owning a business, I'm still gonna be dressing how I want. I think all that is an image. All that is something that people want to be kept up with and people want to maintain because they want to please the world. They want to please the audience. And honestly, I don't have no one to please. I only got to please myself. So the only person I think that I got to look good for, if anything, will be for myself and not for nobody else.
We're not talking about you. This is you make this. What I noticed, you make this whole thing about literally you. What I'm saying is,
no, I didn't. How?
When I said a business,
your personalizations. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
No, because we're giving our personal opinions.
Look, I'm not talking about how you look or.
No, I didn't say. I'm not talking about how I look either. I'm talking about my confidence. I'm talking about secureness. I'm talking about how the way you feel about yourself. If the way you feel about yourself, if you're happy with yourself, whether you're fat, whether you're skinny, whether you're ugly, whether you're pretty, if you're happy, that's all that matters, bro. Honestly, because you saying that person's ugly is not going to change the fact that they're happy, bro. They're going to be happy whether you said they're ugly or not.
Yeah, but listen,
I actually agree with you right there. It's like, I get what you, the thing is, it is about looks, but at the same time, what you have to match with it is confidence. Because you can.
But that has nothing. That's confidence and not looks, bro.
You could be a good-looking person. You could be a very good-looking person and lack confidence, and people see right through that, and they'll go with somebody else.
So, but when you get to know a person, and it's a bag of shit, bro.
But looks do matter. Though.
People that look good is a bag
of shit. All right, fine.
Yeah. Bro. Stop saying.
All right, so Fame got it. Fame one. You got it, bro. This was fun.
Stop saying that based off your experiences. And Will said the same thing too, but stop saying just because a person looks good that they're bagging shit, because it's people that look like shit and live.
What? I didn't say that. I was saying, all right then. Phil Will said that exactly. So why are you saying I said that?
You said you dated the last 3 girls and they're bagging shit.
I said I got to know them. They were pretty on the outside. I got my foot in the door and I got to know them. And mentally, spiritually, and their heart, unfortunately, was deteriorated. It was poison apple. It was toxic. So there was no reason for me to stick around with the person's appearance if the inside didn't mean shit.
So you telling me most people in this world is not like that?
It depends on the individual, bro. You can't make a decision for anybody.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
This is what people do. They think whatever form you in, that's good form, bro.
But you can't make decisions for people, Famous.
If a person is obese, do they care about themselves?
Bro, yes. My brother, perfect example. My brother, perfect. Not like that. I'm sorry to bring him up. But the nigga's heavyweight, and you can say whatever you want about him, and he'll walk right by you. He won't care. He'll lift up his leg and say, "I'm healthy as fuck. There's nothing wrong with him. He ain't never gonna get sick." And you know how my brother look, and you can tell him whatever you want, my bro. And honestly, that shit gonna bounce right off of him, like as big as he is.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but you think literally? I don't give a fuck if this was my twin. If a person is constantly knowing that they're eating the wrong foods,
they're not gonna want to do it unless they want to do it themselves. You can't force them. They gotta want to do it.
What? Hold on, bro. It doesn't matter if forcing or not. What I'm saying is, what's right, it was right, and what's wrong is wrong. Point blank. No matter if you want to say.
But to them, it's not wrong.
And the person don't want to do that. If you eat the, and listen. If
to you, it's wrong, not to them.
Listen, it's wrong. Period. It doesn't matter, right?
How? Because you say that.
Bro, listen. Because
I'm listening.
You're on a super defense. And listen, if a person is constantly doing bad shit to themselves, if a person is constantly smoking crack, if a person is constantly shooting up heroin, if a person is constantly doing bad shit for them, you telling me that's right?
You don't know what's that person's circumstance. You don't know why they're in that situation. You don't know how they hit that bottom.
Doesn't mean
all right. All right. I didn't say it was good, but you don't know why they doing it. You don't know why they ended up there.
That's bro. At the end of the day,
You don't know that person's story.
Person does not love themselves if they constantly doing shit that's deteriorating their health.
All right, but if you love yourself, you're gonna figure yourself out a way out of that situation.
Let me tell you something.
You're right.
Like I did. Like I did.
Right
being obese.
We talking about.
And I was obese too, by the way.
What'd you say?
I was a park ranger, 260 pounds. I was like Yogi Bear.
I don't want to live.
And I was still getting bitches, nigga.
because you was confident. That's why.
No, it just looks. I don't know. I guess it was the confidence, but it wasn't looks.
If people like big guys, there's women who like big guys.
I like that, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's based on the individual, bro.
But listen,
for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right then. So looks don't matter.
Before I bring Q in,
yes, it does.
I'm going to say this.
If there's somebody for everybody, looks don't matter.
No, before.
How the fuck does it not matter when it's funny?
You just said there's somebody for everybody. If there's a match for everybody, looks don't matter.
Look, Ralph.
There will be somebody for everybody. So how does the looks matter?
You just talking in circles, bro.
Ralph.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
I'm not going to say this. Obese people don't care about themselves. That's a fact.
That's not true.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You judging, Will?
I'm not judging.
It's just the truth. Like,
I'm not judging. I promise you, I'm not judging.
Yeah, because y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what happened to that person to end up obese, Will.
Hold on, let me get this out.
That person can have tonsil problems.
Listen.
That person can have stomach problems. He can have literally medical issues, and he can't get skinny.
Bro, let me get it out.
All right, go ahead.
Look, I love big women. Anybody who knows me knows that. But there's a limit.
What's the limit? How you gonna say there's a limit to big woman, bro?
I'm gonna tell you what the limit is. Let me tell you what the limit is. If the woman is 700 pounds and she lives on the 15th floor in a high rise, and if I have to call the paramedics,
bro, how she gonna end up getting to the 15th floor if she's 700? She can't even get up on her feet.
No, listen.
She can't even get up on her feet.
It doesn't matter. If the fire department have to break the windows to bring her down on a crane to take her to the hospital, I don't want to take her because she doesn't care about herself.
So, Will, if she's 500, good to go?
Huh?
If she's 500, we good to go?
No.
So what's your limit?
It depends on how tall you are and whatever.
But you just said BBW. BBW ain't got nothing to do with a tall female. That's two different statues.
There's something called Super BBW. And that's women over 450 people.
Nigga said Super Saiyan BBW.
Yes, SSW. So yeah, if you get that big, and I can't do it. That shows me that shows you lack of confidence.
Y'all got it. I'm done after that one, bro. I'm done after that one. Y'all talking about Majin Buu and shit.
Let's bring Q in here. Like Q, what's your opinion on this? What up, Brody?
Yeah, I'm dying.
What's good, Fleet?
What's good, man?
I'm chilling.
Y'all can hear me?
I can hear you perfect.
Of course.
All right, now the funny thing is, I see what Will was saying, where maybe a comment or two. I see what Famous threw his foot in his mouth, but everything else I do agree with. But I'm not gonna lie, you kind of threw your foot in your mouth too, Ralph, where you was making good points. And the funny thing is, I'm gonna say this before I even say that. I agree with the both of y'all, depending on what level of life I was in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like right about now, I'm more so in, let's say, like a Famous aspect. I don't like even everything that y'all knew me for. I don't give a shit about none of that.
Yeah,
I'm more about my journey. I'm more about Man, because technically speaking, from where I came from where we came from, I wasn't supposed to be shit. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm more of a manifestation kind of person. I'm more about a journey. I believe in you know what I'm saying? Like, I am a higher being. I am this, I am that. Whatever I say.
Yes, brother. Speak it.
You get what I'm saying?
Speak it. Preach it.
I fully
Live
understand where
it.
Famous is coming from, though. Because, shit, even during the quarantine, the nigga got fat. And then there was a point where it was like...
Yeah, but we couldn't do nothing about the quarantine, Quentin.
I mean, no. I'm just saying it to say.
And fucking get some dips and push-ups and pull-ups.
I'm just saying,
bro. But you can't be depressed if you can't leave your house. But if you can't leave your house, you're gonna be depressed anyway.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
You don't. Oh, all right.
Here's the thing, though. I can understand let's say, like, even with my mindset the way that it is. There's different parts of your life. There's different parts of a journey. I might be good when it comes to financial. I might be good when it comes to business. I might be good when it comes to my mind. And like looks, I feel like you're not being honest with yourself if you want to say that looks don't matter. Let me explain.
I said okay.
Being honest with yourself if you say that looks don't matter.
I didn't say it.
Even before the thought comes out of your mouth, we as males are physical beings.
Facts.
Yeah, but we look at females like looks matter. But females, to me, and to males, I don't think it's a big aspect. I don't think that's the number one priority. I really don't think so. And I think our females should decide that.
So tell me you got a sex.
A female should decide that, bro.
So say that again.
A female should decide that on whether or not they based it on looks or not. Honestly, we can't answer that. None of us can answer that.
No. I'm see, because I don't want to separate it. I'm actually speaking for both male and female from both perspectives because,
Thank you.
like I said, when you get into a different part of your life, you meet a different set of people. The people that I speak to now, funny shit is me and Famous just started getting back up because the energy is just like, oh shit. When I noticed him, it wasn't even on, and this was actually a minute ago because he's been on his journey for a while, and nobody noticed. Everybody, all of us right here on this screen come from the same place.
Yeah.
And when Famous was, even though he still is, I see you, even when he was getting fly, when he was doing this, doing that, everybody was noticing him. When this man has been on his journey, ain't nobody noticed that shit.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So, and me, same thing. I'm in a secluded location right now. Niggas don't even know where I'm at. But what I'm saying is, it depends on where you are in your journey. There was a point in my life where, don't have me lying to you, I thought my looks was everything. You want to know why? Because it was. I'm speaking from a cocky standpoint, but I'm also speaking about the action and the reaction.
So it didn't get me nowhere.
My mother raised a real good person. She raised me not to be the way that I wound up being as a young person. But when I went out there, I could just sit there, you know what I'm saying? Let me not act like I didn't just put this shirt on to get on the screen.
Exactly. What the fuck?
You get what I'm saying?
All right, I get it, but that's material. That's material.
Let me not act like I didn't change my shirt to get on the screen. It doesn't.
I know, that's material.
It's not about that.
I agree with you there. I agree.
Hold on. He said
What I'm wearing.
let's not act. Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's not act like before this live stream I ain't shape of my beard.
You get what I'm saying? Bruh, my beard wasn't shaped up when I was watching y'all.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Oh, I'm about to add on.
I didn't do nothing.
No,
I didn't do nothing.
I'm about to add on. I'm about to add on to your points though.
Go ahead.
Look what I'm wearing right now.
What? You look good, bro.
Thank
you, but look what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a button up. There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong. I got a bunch of.
I didn't want to
a bunch of those.
I'm on camera because of the way I look. If I didn't feel I looked up to par, I wouldn't be on camera.
All right, but that's your personal. That's your decision. That's your decision, Will. You want to dress like that?
No, exactly. But it determines where, like I said, where your mind is at. Because there's a point where, like I said, I thought my looks was everything. I could walk into no lie, every 9 to 5 job that I've ever had, I walked into that job and walked out with the job.
Q, put like this. I can agree with you. All
Say
right.
that again.
I can agree with you in this aspect, right? Because, all right, put like this. In regards, because I didn't hit all phases. I was up and down my weight, all through my life. I was fat, I was skinny, fat, skinny, I was always up and down. All right. In regards to being fat, I don't think it made a difference in regards to getting girls. I still got girls. The way I felt about myself, I'm not gonna lie, I felt good. But why did I feel good? Because the female I was with was making me feel good. Whether or not I looked good, it was common sense because I was overweight. You get what I'm saying? But in all reality, though, it was up to the female. So the female was the reason why I felt good about myself. Because basically,
Now,
You're
but
wrong.
here's the thing too. Okay, let's say
though.
during the quarantine, I've been with my girl for 13 years. Now, and funny thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, when she met me, I was barely 120, 130 wet. This was 13 years ago. Then I got bigger. And let's say during the quarantine, I got the biggest that I could ever be. And I was like, I got so big.
And you're still getting bitches, right? Excuse my language. I don't know if you're with your girl or not.
You're not about to have me
sorry.
that on no screen. Nah, you ain't about to have me.
Sorry. So you can't speak in that. I'm a bachelor.
Let him go, Rob. Let him go.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
I'm chilling. You know why though? Because I'm not on that type of time right about now. I got my family, I got 5 kids. I got I'm so far off from that. There was a different part of life that I saw. Imagine this. All right, you lead in life, things is doing whatever it's doing. You think your looks is everything, and I'm not getting off topic neither. You think your life is going wherever it's going because your looks are getting you everything. Everything. Like, it was to the point where I used to be in train stations 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Females would come stand next to me because they felt safe because of how I looked.
Bro, let's talk about. All right, go ahead.
I've also been homeless in train stations. My favorite train station was what? I think that was 59th Street by the A line. Bruh, I've had people pull their kids away from me. And all I was asking for was the time. But you want to know what? I had long hair. My joint was my man fucked up my shape up, so my joint just had a line, a circle all the way from down here going around. Like I did, it wasn't even major things. It wasn't my face was still the same. But you said a shape up. It was braids not being in my head, and I'm not even talking the female aspect yet. This is just
all right.
Now,
go ahead.
You might get confused because you say, and I'm gonna let you talk. But you might get
confused
because people say looks matter. But here's the thing, and here's where I could catch you. Appearance does matter because, and I'm gonna contradict myself a little bit. The point where you said, I think Will said, if let's say like I do e-commerce, right? And in my line of work, and being used to the traditional ways of doing things, where would I go? I'll probably go jump on LinkedIn and have somebody that's qualified for the job. And the same thing that I'm used to when I used to go for job interviews, what am I throwing on? They say you throw a suit on for court, and they say you throw a suit on for work. You want to know why?
But that's order, bro. That's order because that's control.
No, it's not.
That's control. Yes, that is. Yes, that does matter, bro. You gonna let somebody dictate your appearance?
It's tradition and looks is the same word. That's why I said I'm gonna catch you. It's funny you responded that because appearance and looks is the same thing. If that judge sees you looking like a bum, you come in there, okay, bet, getting fly on the block with your chain.
Yo, my only judge is Jesus. Judge Jesus don't care how I look. Jesus don't care how I look.
I know, but I'm talking about more.
That's my only judge.
See, the one thing I'm not gonna let you flip it into one perspective. I gotta keep it.
But that's what I'm saying. You said judge.
No. We're gonna.
But everybody judges one way or another, though.
All right, but I don't look at nobody judge. No, I don't care about who says what about me. My only judge is Jesus.
Okay, so bet. So all right. I'm gonna still catch you though. So now you said that you would hire the person with sweatpants, right?
That knows everything. Yeah,
if
I will.
They were qualified, right?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because he's more of a good asset to the agency than the person that doesn't have nothing to offer to the agency.
How do you know
Okay, now my question.
Because his resume says it.
But wait,
okay,
hold
so
on.
That's a look.
Hold
You're
on.
looking at the resume.
How is that look, my nigga? That's hard work and dedication, my nigga.
But now, no. Famous, watch this. And I'm gonna hit the point right now. So now, especially, and I'm not trying to play nobody, especially because I do business, chances are I actually needed both of those people. You want to know why? Because I represent a brand, and most time, 99% of the time, I'm not the face of my brand.
He gonna be a poster boy. Exactly. I said that earlier. I said he gonna be a poster boy. He gonna be on advertisements.
But listen, so all right, hold on, because I'm like a master at this. Because you cut me off, who did I pick to do what?
You picked the pretty boy to be the poster boy, and you picked the one that knows everything to basically run your operations. That's what I would do.
He said him, not you.
Well, that's what you're talking about. That's common sense.
It all depends. Because of what I do, it depends on what I'm doing. It depends on if I'm offering a course. It depends on if I'm doing a webinar.
But then you're narrowing down then.
I know.
You're making it specific.
I'm actually still general. I haven't even gotten into, let's say the person sitting
You're talking about your organization, Bill.
The person sitting in front of all of us right now. I haven't even gotten down to what the job title is. Well,
okay.
Like this, we haven't even gotten past the job title. So all we're still stuck on is the jeans or the suit. Now the thing is,
I'm stuck on the resume.
I've shown up to $1 million meetings.
So you will look past. Wait.
Whatever
Let me
I
ask you a
want to
question,
wear.
Ralph. You will look past the fact that the person looks like a slob.
No, slob. You said sweatpants. Slob, sweatpants is two different things.
Sorry,
slob and sweatpants is two different things. You said sweatpants. You said like in a Nike suit or some shit like that, like a Nike jogging suit. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm not thinking about no slob.
But matter of fact, I could even say that because as far as what Will is saying, look at Bill Gates. And I don't listen. Please, let's not be the people who do this whole thing where, oh well, these people don't buy name brands and they don't do that. Listen, the man dressed like a bum. His bum.
Yeah, and he could get any female in this world.
No, he cannot.
And he could get any female in this world.
No, he cannot.
You want to know why?
If he wanted to, he can. If he didn't have his bad reputation that he has now, yes, he can, Famous. Yes, he can, Famous. If he didn't have the bad reputation he has now, Bill Gates. All right.
Nah, he couldn't. See, and that's
all right. Fine.
That's what
all right.
Everything either. So what do you
all right, fine.
The general, because okay, but look, watch this. I bet you the same girl that Will, you, Famous, could bag. I bet you I couldn't get him.
Yo, Q, when you get a chance, feel like this.
We having to try real hard, but I bet you.
All right.
Matter of fact, yo, I'm gonna say something
Q.
so crazy.
All right. But when you get a chance, ask Mel, right? Ask him if looks matter, and he's gonna tell you how I feel, basically. All right? When you get a chance, and you know that's your cousin, that's your nephew. So ask Mel whether or not looks matter. He gonna basically tell you what I said, basically.
I'm gonna tell you something very crazy right now, and even when you had got personal earlier, I agree with my man. He was like, damn, he got a little too personal. I'm gonna get super personal right now. And Famous probably don't even remember this shit. You ready? When I met my second son's baby mother, Famous was gonna holler at her. Why? Because we was the team. The team do whatever the team do. And I wasn't on that type of time. Because I just became a single parent and all of that. All I was doing was trying to take a day off to go to a block party. That's all I was trying to do. I needed a day off around my niggas to clear my head. And this female was sitting there. She smiled at me, and my man Famous was like, yo, he ain't say too much. I ain't gonna put him out there like that because he didn't. But he was just like, all right, we all did. But then I looked and I'm like, yeah, I'm not even on that type of time.
Why? All right, so they ain't have nothing to do with you then.
Nah. My mom, no. Watch this though. My mom was.
You just said you're not on that time, but you thinking about it.
Nigga,
so that is your time.
Over right now. What are you talking about?
But that's what I'm trying to say. So it is your time. It's always gonna be your time, Q.
But at the point she said, put it like this. So she thought I was attractive. She thought he was attractive too, but she thought I was attractive. But here's the thing. Even though I was on full fuck female mode because of what I was going through literally that month, she said something to me that made me look at her in a totally different light. You want to know why? Because I heard of the type of person that she was. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? Let me ease myself. I had a little drink and I said, all right, bet. Let me calm down. I'm being a little too wound up. She actually approached me, not on that, oh, I'm a bad bitch kind of shit. She approached me on my level.
Is there any way we can get females though to vote on this?
I'm doing the podcast tomorrow.
But the funny,
with a female.
But the funny thing is, I
oh yeah, I'm gonna tune into that.
Yeah.
I do agree.
Like, no, I'm talking about based on this session right here. Based on this session, is there any way females can judge this?
Well,
I mean,
okay.
I probably had a point.
I could put the link in my timeline. I could do that.
Yeah.
All right, and then then I guess we'll take it from there. But right now, Famous won, and I give it to you, Famous, good
Nah,
shit.
but
And Q.
the only reason I say he was leading it because, like I said, looks do matter because we do go based off. You just said, I had 3 bad bitches.
And I left them all.
In my mind, before I was even on screen, I was laughing at you because I'm like, he's over here saying,
exactly.
You said,
I know, but I left them all. I know. It matters.
Changed. That's all I'm saying.
I know. All right, I get it. All right, you're right, Q. All right, I agree with you in that aspect. All right, we can agree now. All right, you're right. The looks is what I said. I told y'all before. It got the foot in the door. But then after a while, once you get into the woman though, you get real deep inside. Do looks really matter?
So how about this? If a woman, she bad, right?
Bro, I just told you I had the love of my life, bro, since pre-K. I slept with her and all that, bro, and I thought I was gonna marry her for the rest of my life, nigga. And she was a rotten apple, nigga.
How'd you find out?
I wish I could say her name on this shit.
How'd you find out she was a rotten apple though?
Because nigga, I slept in her house and all that, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
No, you said she's a rotting apple. So how?
I said she got a rot. She was rotten inside because she was so mad because of her past experiences, because of her wounds that she experienced from other men. She tried to take that out on me, unfortunately, and I wasn't on that type of time. So
exactly.
That's what it was.
Chances are, before that, she probably was a beautiful soul.
Exactly.
She was, yeah, of course. She was. Yup, she was. Until I got to know her.
And that goes back to the beginning of what I was saying. Not until, because right? I'm gonna get super crazy. And Famous, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Technically
I'm
speaking,
done.
Until I don't care what your religion is, whatever it is, until you find yourself. Technically speaking, we're not supposed to be having sex. We're not supposed to be married. We're not supposed to be doing none of that.
You're right. So, Q, you went ham right now though. If you're gonna go there, then looks don't matter because sin is what was brought into this world and made looks matter. When sin was brought into the world is when made looks matter. Because if it wasn't for sin, we'll all be walking around naked right now, nigga.
Well, before sin, appearance didn't matter. Because before,
all right, fine.
So that's why I said,
all right.
I know you want to say looks, but I balance looks and appearance. Because appearance, you can with appearance is the gateway to touch into the other aspects of what it is. But what
but then if it don't mean shit, it don't matter.
So put it like this: if you had a bad experience with a person because she was a rotten apple, right?
Well, no, my past is my past, so all that shit.
I'm saying if. All right, so me, I had a bad experience with somebody because of whatever the reasons were. And I no longer have those experiences. People can generalize it and say, "Oh, because and this is where I feel like Famous. I'm comfortable with anything that I say, so I'm not. Even if it sounds funny, fuck it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 36 years old. Even if I feel let's say, damn, because I know if I say that, I know you about to flip it, bro. I know, even if I know you are, even if I am wherever I am in my journey right now, I understand different aspects. So therefore, a female or anyone could never do anything to me. Why? Because they say you aren't the highest being of yourself, or you haven't fully truly found yourself until you can learn to understand what the other person is talking about, or their perspective.
My perspective on that.
But wait,
All right, go ahead.
let me finish.
All right.
So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you haven't reached, or no, let me say me, I haven't. I know. So
I want to talk after you, and I'm done. Go ahead.
Yeah. So before the point of where I found myself and realized that a female is more than her looks matter to me, because everything, shit, all my baby mothers, they look good. They do. Because at the end of the day, okay, put it like this.
My baby moms look good, but I don't look at her honestly. My baby moms is everybody look at my baby moms, yo, and I look way over her.
Would you say that your daughter is beautiful?
What my daughter is amazing, but what I'm saying is that I don't find my baby mom attractive
I'm
though.
asking a specific question though. Would
you don't find her attractive? Then why are you with her?
Well, every time I never was with my baby mom. That's a different story. What are you talking about?
I was going to catch him, but watch. Well, let me catch him. If he's answered this,
I was never with my baby mom.
No, would you say? Okay, I have two daughters, and I would say my daughters are beautiful.
All right,
When I look at my daughters, I say, you know what? My daughters are gonna grow up to be beautiful, beautiful women.
That's but my daughter look like me, homie.
Is your daughter beautiful though? Would you say that?
She look like me though.
Would you say your daughter's beautiful?
Of course.
Looks.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
Looks.
For everybody, even if your daughter's not beautiful, you still gonna say your daughter's beautiful, Q. What are you talking about?
So
if you think my daughter's not beautiful, I'm still gonna think she's beautiful.
Okay. And the definition of beauty falls into looks. Even though we're not falling into a
all right.
Now you're putting beauty and looks into a shallow pond, but we're talking about beauty as a whole. So when
I'm gonna end it with this. I'm gonna end my go ahead.
Goes to school, do you do her hair? Do you make her look pretty?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Because that's a female quality, bro. I told you that though since the beginning. That's a female quality. That's not a male quality, of course. A female, hell yeah.
Okay. All right, so why you gotta shape up right now?
Bro, why? Because it makes me happy.
Yo, why does something physical make you happy?
Let me sum it up.
Why? Because it makes me feel happy. Why can't? What's wrong with that?
Hold on. Let me sum it up.
If you look good, it makes you feel good.
I don't care.
All right, but that's for myself, not for the audience.
No, I don't care what you say. You feel attractive.
But yeah, I was gonna leave it over with this. In regards to love and beauty, I think personally I've reached that pinnacle because I think love and beauty, my personal opinion, sorry to include religion, is Jesus. So I done reached that point in my life. So honestly, I don't gotta worry about anything else. So everybody else, I guess they can have their own personal opinion, but I think that's my pinnacle. I think that's my love, and I think that's my beauty. And in regards to looks count, yeah, that's what counts. But everything else,
like I said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's where that phrase comes from. But
yeah, all right, exactly.
In order to learn myself, I've learned, and like I said, everything that I've said was to a point. I just didn't get to fully finish my point. But at the end of the day, on my journey, I, even within traditional ways, traditional thinking, everything that I had to let go of, everything that I was taught, everything that I'm talking about, stuff that your mama, your grandmama, all of that you learn. I had to learn because I didn't know there was a difference. I had to learn that me, myself, as a being, had my own energy, my own power, my own gravitational pull towards anything.
Thank
the
you.
funny thing is, and I'm not off topic. The funny thing is I had to learn that I was beautiful. And like I said, I'm comfortable with saying anything that I say. I had to learn.
Yeah,
that I
me
was
too.
beautiful.
I think that about myself, but I don't think that about no other man.
Now here's the thing, but when I go and I handle my business, when I go and I'm going to meet somebody new, when I'm networking, if I'm on a Zoom meeting call, if I'm recording a commercial or whatever it is, an ad that I put on Facebook or this or that or whatever platform.
It depends the job orientation.
Funny thing
It depends the job orientation. It depends the job. It depends what job you're going for.
And that's the same thing with females. Because right now I'm talking on this thing.
Yeah, females, I agree. I said females, I agree.
I know, but watch it. I'm talking about any aspect. Right now, I'm on this.
You don't think you're supposed to look good? That's dumb.
I'm on here.
I said I think I could look good, but I didn't think about anybody else. That's what I'm talking about. I could look good for myself, but I don't care if nobody else look good or not. I don't care if the next man don't look good or not. That's entirely up to him.
I don't
But
think.
the funny thing is, I care if you look good.
All right, but that's you know me. You my man, and you're gonna want my best interest.
Matter of fact,
and I want the same thing for you. I want the same thing for Will. I want the same thing for Famous. But a random individual.
But from a business from a business perspective, you want to know how I know looks matter? Because I manipulate the e-com world because looks matter. If looks matter, I wouldn't have been able to sell female clothing, men clothing. I would not have been able to study the different aspects of how women can wear and like
I know that's material. That's material. I get it.
No.
No, it's more of a visual.
You're mentioning that, but material.
No, you have to look at it from a visual standpoint, though.
All right.
Yeah, look at it from a visual standpoint.
I'm not talking about some.
All right, but it's material that's on the person that makes them look good.
Listen, but
somebody could be in shape in the clothes.
He's talking like that right now, Famous. That's how he's talking.
No.
He's saying that the female, the business concept, the way they dress, the way they dressed up, the way he has them present themselves, he's saying that. He's not saying that?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, so what you saying? Sorry.
So what I'm saying is at the end of the day, I would never be able to manipulate clothing, whether it's a clothing brand, whether it was female candles, whether it was a necklace, whether it was earrings, whether it was any type of anything. I'm just speaking from a business perspective. I could say the word drones right now. You want to know why niggas buying drones? Niggas buy drones because that shit look cool when that shit float.
This is how you get them, bro. This is how you get them. Hold on. This is how you get them. Talk about crystals from the earth, the sediment rock. Those shits look good too.
One of my biggest niches.
I don't know. Jesus look good to me. That's the only thing that look good to me.
Matter of fact, yeah. I can speak on that.
With that shit. That's
one of my biggest products that I have, and I'm not.
Wow, that's annoying, Famous. You alright?
Nigga keep saying, "G, bro, we ain't nobody talking."
What's wrong with that? That's love. That's beauty.
Because we're not talking about religion. We're talking about.
But he's talking about reaching my pinnacle. He said reaching the pinnacle of my love, and that's how I reach the pinnacle of my beauty and my love. That's how I found the beauty within myself. I had to find him first.
Yeah, but that's you personally.
I found the moon, I found the sun, and I found the earth. Shit that I know is here. That's what I feel.
Exactly.
All right, and the sun will be here soon. The real sun too. Don't worry.
Well, the funny thing is, I believe in God, and I believe God has gotten me where He's got me. I fully believe in God, but
so y'all believe? Hold on, y'all believe God is a man?
No, God is a being.
What you talking about? Yes, Yahweh turned Himself into a spirit, into a
question.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Why you evading it?
Yes, what you talking about? Jesus Christ is the Son of a man.
Nigga said Jesus Christ. There we go, bro.
Yes, he is. He's a man. He's in the flesh.
Bro, we're not talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
What I'm saying is,
that's what he just asked.
No, he.
Hold on. Try not to yell because I can't hear Famous when he's talking.
He just asked me if Jesus is a man. I said, yeah.
Nigga, I didn't say Jesus. I said God.
No.
Yeah, but that's God. That's Jesus. Jesus is God.
So listen, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Jesus was put into a body and into a human being body.
Hold on, Q. So your
Go ahead.
Jesus and God is a man, right? Right? This is what you're saying?
Yeah, the Son of Man. The son of Joseph, actually.
Okay, and where you got that from? The Bible,
What are you
right?
talking about? Scriptures.
The Bible, right?
Scriptures.
This is what I'm gonna say. Anything that's
But nobody can prove the existence of Jesus did not exist. Not even science, not even carbon-14 dating, not even nothing on this planet. Nobody can prove that his history did not exist.
I'm gonna jump and defend
Ralph,
before I even go and say anything. Stop
I know, but I already know that, but
being
nobody can prove that his history didn't exist.
Stop being defensive on something that you don't know is not him.
Hold on one second.
I just said, but nobody can prove that his history didn't exist.
But listen,
Oh my God, bro.
but wait a minute.
He's my God too.
You have no proof that person was hit, but you have proof that the sun been here. You have proof that the
Bro, I thought this was based on looks.
the earth been here.
But I thought this was based on looks.
Hold on.
You
Hold
took
on.
it though. You took it
Because beauty and love is Jesus. That's why.
You
Stop
took it
saying
this way.
Jesus, bro. God damn.
Why? Why bothers you?
Damn, like stop saying that.
Why you playing? But you saying goddamn. Do you think that's better than Jesus? Saying Jesus?
No. Listen.
So anyway,
All I hear is static.
Yo, case closed.
Look, yo, when shit happens to this earth, right? They say what? What they say? Who's doing it? Who's doing it? I just want to see if anybody gonna get this correct. Who's doing it? Like a natural disaster. What
What was the question?
When a natural disaster happens, what they say?
I'm done.
Whose nature?
Oh, when the natural
It's not
disaster happens, they
Father's
always
nature.
say, "Oh, well."
It's not Father's nature. Whose nature is this? Mother's nature, right?
They always. It depends on who's talking. They always blame it on
Listen,
God.
hold on.
Or they say what
This world is
tell us made us stronger.
Mother's nature, right? Am I right or wrong? Everybody knows this. How the fuck is a guy God if you never seen a guy have a fucking child, but you see women have a child? This, like, let's be logical without books. Like, let's just be logical. If you couldn't even speak, how the fuck is a guy?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Mary is the one that had him. She was a woman. What are you talking about?
This nigga still talking about the Bible and all this.
You just said a man had a child. What is he talking about?
You never seen it. So how the fuck?
The woman's the one that gave birth to him, bro. What is wrong with you?
He doesn't reproduce. How can a guy be the most high if he doesn't reproduce?
Oh man, yo. The high being can do whatever he wants, bro. If he want to put himself in your girl's stomach, he can put himself in your girl's stomach. If he want to put himself in his girl's stomach, he can put himself in his girl's stomach. If he want to put himself in my girl's stomach, he can put himself in my girl's stomach. That's just his abilities, bro. It's called the unseen. It's called the supernatural, bro.
Honest,
it can't be controlled.
To be honest, I can't. And this is where I kind of got to separate. I see where you're going with it, though. I see where you're going with it, but I got to separate myself from that because
that's fine.
What I'm gonna say. My answer is because I'm not gonna answer with you, and I'm not. I see where you're going, Famous, with it, and I appreciate that because shit, that's something for me to look up now. But I can't answer on that. You want to know why? Because I have an answer, but that's a traditional answer that I heard.
Exactly.
If you ask me where did I get that from, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say scriptures too. Did I read that shit in the scripture? No, the fuck I didn't. So I'm not.
Yo, bro, but you can't say that about me. I read the Bible 3 times, and I read 4 different devotions. I read the Bible 3 times, and I read 4 different devotions.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what.
All right, but I'm different.
No, and I didn't say you.
All right, go ahead, Will.
No. So what I'm doing is.
Come on.
What I'm doing is I'm separating it. Okay, you agree to that, I guess. But me, I can't agree to it. I can't agree with anyone.
I get it.
Because I haven't learned that yet.
It's all right. I can teach you if you want. I can teach you if you want.
This guy was here, and he came from her rib. Nigga, females make kids. They the fucking rulers of the earth, point blank, period. They carry the seeds. They carry for 9 months. How the fuck is a guy the creator of the earth? No, this is
all right. I'm done about this. I'm done.
Nah. Yeah.
You don't even have to
yes,
if we
I
had no
agree.
language, you could just see that. It just shows you a guy.
They're control of everything.
I guess we shall see. To be continued. He will come soon.
Go ahead, Will. Go ahead, Will. I want to hear what you say.
You
Will.
just proved his point, though. But that
Let's
statement,
wait for the second coming then.
bro, that statement right there, you just proved his point, bro. You just proved his point.
Man,
That
man,
statement.
man. You talking about material? You so
We're
get
talking,
material, but you talking about material for your proof.
now you're
Bro,
talking
that's the creator of all creations, my nigga. What are you talking about? If it ain't for him, you won't be created.
bruh.
Look, you know I copyright.
That's the creator of all creations.
Hold on, you know I copyright lyrics, right?
And what?
You know I copyright lyrics.
All right, well, what that has to do with
The
anything?
Bible is copywritten. Duh.
But yo, nobody can prove that the history didn't exist though.
Oh my God.
Nobody in this world.
A guy.
But do you hear what I'm saying? Nobody can prove that the history didn't exist though.
All I hear is that.
It's
All right, but that's a fact though. What I just said is a fact. If y'all can prove,
that shows the Bible.
if y'all can find information that that period of time didn't exist, but why do you think everything is after death and before Christ? Why do you think they say that? For no reason? They say that for no reason. They say BC and AD for no reason.
Bruh.
Man.
Dude.
All right, cool. All right, go ahead. Well, finish it up.
I'm not gonna lie. All I hear is that.
Go ahead, Will.
Oh my God. Now I forgot what I was gonna actually say. You killed you shot yourself in the foot again with the looks thing.
Oh, me again? Yeah, that was 3 times.
No, you did, yo.
I know, I see it. 3 people telling me that.
I want to tell you where you basically shot yourself in the foot again.
All right, go ahead.
You mentioned you did okay.
I said Jesus is beauty and love. Go ahead.
Okay, look, women, they care more about looks than anything else. They do. That's a fact.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. All right, y'all all on the same side. Fine. Y'all can go. I lost.
You gotta let me finish.
But you want to know something?
But I don't agree. That's what I'm saying. I lost. You already said that looks matter to women the most, and I don't agree with that.
But you have to agree with that. Because
I can't. No, you're not. I don't have to agree with anything. I don't want to agree with it. We can agree to disagree.
This generation of male can believe in the same thing that female believed in. Let's say she was a single parent. The next generation
I
of
phrased
male
it wrong.
will
I
wind
phrased
up
it wrong.
believing.
You don't have to agree, but you at least consider what I'm saying to be true. You're not doing that.
I can say looks matter to a certain extent. Well, I say it. But I said that in regards to females, it's more of a female thing. That's a feminine thing. That's not masculinity. Masculinity is, I can't find being kept up with yourself, being maintained, but that's up to the individual. But what I'm saying is that there's somebody for everybody out there. If you don't find that person looking good, somebody gonna find that person interesting no matter what. So it don't matter the appearance sometimes, because the appearance can set you up for your death trap.
Okay. But at the end of the day,
So would you bring the ugly dude on
your
a date
appearance
with
matters because that's the first thing they see.
You said what, an ugly dude? What you said?
Would you bring an ugly dude on a date with you as a wingman?
Bro, that's my man, and I knew him all my life. He's coming. What are you talking about?
You're
He didn't ask you that,
bro.
He didn't ask
But
you
that's
that.
the only thing I know. I don't make new friends.
He asked you, would you
But you can't ask me hypothetical shit. We talking about real shit though.
Would you bring an ugly wingman on a date with you?
Okay, I can say this.
No, I won't. All right, y'all want me to answer that? No, I won't.
Exactly, because I remember we come from the same place.
All right, but how does that define looks though?
And you be like, yo, Q, come with me. Or I be like, yo, Ralph, come with me. I'm not about to bring the ugly
Bro,
with me.
but I already know, bro, because bro, that's common sense. Yo, it's how you say it. It's a sense. It's something that you know. I said I can go to the extent of calling a man a gentleman. Probably handsome. To me, that's a little bit too much. But that's up to the woman. That's up to the woman.
I think where you and this is a major one. I think where you keep shooting yourself in the foot is you agree, but you keep getting too personal with it. Exactly. You keep talking about you.
No, I didn't, because that's not, because I said a man is a gentleman. I didn't say the nigga looks
Not
good.
every man is a gentleman.
Bro, look.
All right, a gentleman could be the way he treats somebody. A gentleman could be the way you carry yourself. A gentleman could be the person that goes to church. A gentleman could be the devoted person to his family. A gentleman could be anything. A gentleman don't have a look.
Bro, listen.
Go.
It's how you don't like. If you look the part, you're gonna have people notice you. Let me tell you something.
Like you right now, you got a button down. You look apart.
Hold on.
Okay, but listen, I'm gonna give you. This is a personal story of mine, and I'm just gonna share this with y'all. Y'all know. I grew up with all the y'all this shit. I grew up with. Y'all know me. When I was younger, nobody really looked my way.
I agree.
No, I'm talking about women.
Same
Women.
here.
Yeah, we're talking about women here. Because we're attracted to opposite sex, I would assume.
I meant in regards to you needing a friend though, but go ahead.
But to other people, I didn't really look the part to other people either. Because the so-called good-looking people fucked with me. So,
but that's because I didn't know who you were, Will. I didn't know about you. I didn't know about your mental health. I didn't know what was going on with you. Something that's unseen, something that you're not familiar with. Of course, you're gonna judge it.
I wasn't specific. I wasn't specifically talking about you.
No, I know, but I want to talk how I felt too about you because I was there. You said all of us. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm telling you that unfortunately, when you're young and you're innocent, you don't know nothing.
Okay, all right. I just need you to clarify something. What do you mean by that exactly? What was your thoughts about me?
No, I said when you're young and you're innocent, basically I said my thoughts about you when you're young and innocent. I can say that basically I see everybody was pushing you to the side. People were basically like trying to leave Will behind. And I was like, why is Will being left behind? Like, why is people pushing him aside? Like, but then I didn't know why. But then when life goes on and I start understanding with experiences and I start going through my own mistreatment and I start going through my own vendettas, then obviously, you know, I grew up and understood the whole big picture. But at the end of the day, go ahead.
Listen. Okay. This is me being self-accountable. One of the reasons why, hold on. One of the reasons why you could say that I was shoved to the side, so to speak, is because of the way I carried myself. How you carry yourself also determines how you look too, because it all starts from up here, your psyche. If you're a person that lacks confidence, somebody who's timid, somebody who doesn't say anything, you're going to be left behind. So I had to completely change myself, not for really nobody, but for myself too. Because remember,
but that was it. That was the inside, though, bro. You had to get that from your heart, bro. You had to get that from your chest, bro. Because you have to. That's the only way.
I get it, but you have to present that to people because your appearance is everything.
You're right. It makes me feel good when I dress good, bro. It makes me feel awesome.
Once you build your confidence, you start to look the part. You start to look the part. Like Famous said something about working out, whatever. You don't necessarily have to work out to look the part. You can just look like you can just have your own style and stuff like that, and people look at you. People if they see you confidence, if they see you wearing your confidence on your sleeve, you don't even have to talk. Because I believe the people tell you a bunch of shit on social media try to flex. I believe those people are insecure as fuck. No matter how good they look. But the people who have to stand up, they can just walk into a room and people.
My phone's dying, by the way, so we're gonna have to wrap this up. But go ahead.
That's fine. Once if you can walk into a room. 1 second. Yeah, if you can walk into a room and people feel your presence, they're gonna flock to you. But at the end of the day, what you do on the inside is first, but it doesn't really matter about the inside because you have it matters, but what matters really is what they see.
All right.
So that's why looks matter. And that's why everybody's trying to tell you.
All right, I got it.
That's the part that we're talking about. Looks. The looks matter. Because you have to, they don't fuck them up here, your psyche, and it manifests to where you should show and wear it and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because I went okay. Like I've been doing therapy for just the past 2 years, and it's given me a lot. I've been finding myself this year, especially in 2020. So I'm up here hosting a show, and I'm talking to you. 10 years ago, I would have never been able to do that because I lacked the confidence. For whatever reason, not so much the way I look. Well, you can say that because how you look is everything when you go on camera.
Is
So
it presentation?
I thought that I didn't look good enough to be on camera, and also I felt like I wasn't a good enough speaker. But that's how I got to
But
where
you're
I am.
awesome. But you're awesome.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
You had
That's
the
why-
heart, you had the will, you had the gut, and you had you had that willpower to basically get you to where you need to be. But that was a personal decision.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, when people see me, they're gonna be like, okay, this person, like I could talk to the person. Because if I looked a certain way, if I look like a child molester or just a molester or some shit like that,
Yeah, nah.
you'd be like,
I kill those. I don't want to talk about those. Excuse my language, bro.
that's fine, but that's real life. If you look like that, you're gonna have people shun you. That's how.
But yeah, we already went because we already get into human trafficking and stuff, and I get sensitive, and then I start getting sensitive. So, yeah. I get it though. I get it. I understand what.
Any last one before we wrap this up, because I know we got to do some shit in the morning. This is awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. I had amazing.
Yeah,
I
I
learned a lot.
have words. So anybody want to say your piece? Y'all kind of like y'all closing speeches when we wrap up.
Get your man Joe. Snickers.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
yeah, I could say that our speech was way better than theirs. I could say that for sure. And not for nothing, y'all made a valid point in regards to looks. Yeah, y'all right. Looks is the introduction. Y'all absolutely right. But unfortunately, bro, that introduction haven't got me anywhere. So in regards to me, looks don't matter. So in regards to y'all, I guess y'all have your own experiences, and we can agree to disagree.
Let me ask you a question though.
Mm-hmm.
You said your look hasn't gotten you anywhere.
No, I didn't say my look, bro. What?
Look.
I'm talking about in regards to me, the introduction. I said yes, looks is the introduction. That's what I said. In regards to seeing a person for their appearance. And that's what attracts a person because sin is brought into this world, of course. So we now look at a person,
There's something about what they like that
I would have rather you had
come
said
to
that
you.
from the beginning
Yes.
than anything because then
No, I get it, but at the same time I had to support my point though. But I was on looks don't matter. Why am I gonna say looks matter if I'm supposed to say looks don't matter, Q?
I would have easily said yes, you're right, because then it depends on what you're looking at. You could be looking dead in somebody's face. There's been times where I've looked in a female's face, damn, she's bad, she's fly, whatever you want to say, whatever's respectful to females. But then there's other points where I've looked at a female and I would look dead into her soul, straight through her eyes.
Yo, I can do that. I can do that, bro. Now I can do that. Now I can do that. But before I couldn't.
But it's something that I wanted to touch on too, and it's the beginning of what Famous said from a long time ago about being physical, being fit, working out.
I agree. Everyone should be in shape. Yes, I agree. That is something that I do. How you say it? If anything, I do. How you say it? I do vouch for that. You get what I'm saying? I don't think anyone should be out of shape, of course. You get what I'm saying? I don't think nobody should be obese. I don't think nobody.
I'm not even talking about the shape part of it all, though. I'm not even talking about. You're saying I could throw something up here and Famous be like, "Yo, bro, you still?"
Oh no, I don't think I got that.
But
what
I'm saying is, I could understand where y'all can hear me.
Y'all can hear me.
Y'all can hear me.
I like your hat, Q. Even though it's the Met side that I only like, but I like your hat.
This is what
what I was saying is, at the end of the day, only because I've just started to try within that journey.
Shit is so choppy over here.
It never meant
Yeah,
nothing to me before.
yeah, it is mad copy as hell.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good though. It's just just to talk through
Because
that.
all I'm hearing is static. I hear y'all, but I hear a lot of static. That's why I hung up.
I'm gonna mute this button.
And at the end of the day, within this new part of my journey, I wanted to get my mind straight. I wanted to get everything intact. And I said, you know what? I want to make myself feel better. So I started doing things to try to make myself feel better.
Of course,
Now,
you did. I did too.
but
You're
here's
right.
the thing, though. I didn't even start trying to work out or start trying to get fit until it became a necessity where, number one,
It was a factor.
super fat off the quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my main reasons was,
bro, I couldn't run as a park ranger, bro. And you know I was one of the fastest dudes on the block. Even as a fat dude, bro, I was always one of the fastest dudes on the block. And I got so fat to the point, yo, I couldn't even run, bro. I couldn't even run after the perpetrator.
Too stupid. But look, one of my main reasons was my family.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
My like I left New York. I went and you know, like shit happened in life or whatever, and I had
You're zen.
And I wanted my family to be good. I wanted my family to be okay. So I said, you know what? And I wanted them to be healthy. My son was about to go to high school. At the point when I started, my son was about to go to high school and all of that. He's in gym doing this, doing that. He's not able to do certain things and whatever. So I'm not gonna lie. I fully understand the aspect, like the whole aspect of what Famous was saying from jump, because I didn't start doing this shit until I had to be a role model for my son.
Yo, bro, Q, I didn't start doing sit-ups. I didn't do pull-ups, bro. So I think I probably turned 25, bro. I think I hit my first pull-up, bro. You know how hype I was? Bro, I felt like I was God, bro, when I lift up my body for the first time, G. Like,
this. Bro, I never knew what it felt like to be a role model until me and my son, like, no funny shit. Like I said, I'm secure with anything that I say. Me and my son is looking at each other eye to eye. And my man tells me, he doesn't have to be hurt in the street. He doesn't have to get shot. He doesn't have to be in trouble with something or someone else out anywhere. He's standing right in front of me. And my man goes, yo, daddy, I can't lift no more. You know what kind of lesson that shit was to teach my boy, my 14-year-old? Nah, son, you got that shit. Let's, because of course when you're working out, you doing your thing. I'm like, yo, you got that shit. Let's go. My man
push
said,
that shit.
yo, I started with my son in 1 week. The first day we doing whatever it is that we doing, my man could barely even do 10 curls. We always lifting. We was lifting 20s. Lifting the 20. I'm busting them out. Why? I'm not even gonna lie. He don't even understand that he was a motivation for me. Because I was probably just gonna stop at 40.
Copy. Now, Famous, I can't front. He be motivating me sometimes with his workout videos and shit. I can't front. I be wanting to go in the park and start flexing and start doing circles and start doing freaking Jordan too. Him and Jordan be going crazy on them balls, bro. Him and Jordan be going crazy in the exercises, bro. And I can't front. I give him that shit. That shit motivate me.
That's the point. That's why he was saying that's how looks are a factor.
Looks is a factor, bro.
That's how looks is a factor, bro.
No, but I get it. But all right, but forget it. All right, forget it, guys. We're doing the green part now. We already did that whole debate. Debate is over. We just having a confirmation.
The last time I checked my show,
I was still on point.
You already said Famous one.
The last time
we're talking now, like
the last time I checked, this was the William Green experience, correct?
Yeah, it is the way. Let this man talk.
Of course.
So let Q talk.
Now, what I'm saying is at the end of the day, if I was that person, that Famous, because we was talking about how looks does matter and being physically fit, I'm not gonna lie, it does attract a certain kind of attention. that shit draws so much attention that it makes you want to do more.
Exactly.
If Famous walked up to me, if Famous is running and I'm running past him, and I got, like I said, when he said that, it hit me because I'm doing this shit with my boy. My boy motivated me.
Exactly.
I know, but you're gonna feel like that. But not everybody gonna feel like that, Q.
But that's bad. Though.
I know,
that's
but that's why I said.
But we can't do nothing about that. But we can't do nothing about that. But we can't do nothing about that. We got to move on.
How you don't have
that's why
work out as a guy like that?
Because it is exactly what he was talking about. That's why it's good for me to say this. At the end of the day, if he walked up to me and was like, "Yo, I see," like me and my boy got our shirts off, and he's showing off his progress. It's not trying to be all that. Nah, I'm showing off my progress. Now, if
nigga,
it
is being all
like,
fuck that.
Yo, nah, all right, fuck it, right? Because between two people in the same category, yo, we looking at each other like, yo, good shit. I'm like, yo, good looking. I see you out here. And then we go about our business. That's motivation for me. That's motivation for him. So I fully understand where he's coming from because shit, I'm not gonna lie. It ain't gonna be a day that I don't work out. Nigga, I'm not coming out of hiding until I'm brawling. You get what I'm saying? You know why? Because of a person like Famous. I'm not gonna sit there and fake the funk and do this and do that. Shit, I ain't even been out since for months. I go down the block, I might go to my little local store and I bring my ass back in the house. I'm not coming out till I'm brawling. And funny shit is, I feel better. And I get better results. I could go post a pic. I was posting progress pics. And to me, I'm like, yo, I look fat, but I look different than what I was before. Now this isn't a oh well, I was always a big kid and I was nah. So for me, it's not that. It's not oh well, I used to get picked on. Nah, I ain't never get picked on. As you know, I was the fly nigga. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. But for me, it was a motivational thing. For me, it was listen, son. Yeah, you look just like your father. You do this, you do that. But listen, I'm gonna teach you something better. You want to get better within yourself, within your body, within your being. You got to do it spiritual, mental, and physical.
Exactly.
And then once you do that, yo, and I can only speak. I'm not fully there in my journey yet. Do I do this shit every day? I can't say that well, damn, today I don't feel like it. Oh, well, I don't feel because you want to know why? For me, it is a little different because my little man is looking at me. I'd be like, I ain't working out today. He'd be like, yo, daddy, we doing it? Yo, I could be sore as shit. I'm like, yo, we going in. We doing 150 push-ups. We doing it and shit. Like I said, if you ask me prior to the quarantine, how many push-ups you could do? I could probably do about 18. Ask me how many I could do now. Yo, my 3-year-old was in here motivated because of what I was doing. And I'm not just talking about working out. No, but what I'm saying is it is a good look. The reason I was doing it was, and shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Even my girl look at me different. Mind you, I've been with her for 13 years. She be looking at me. She be like, oh shit. She be like, yo, come over here right quick. Let me talk to you. I'm like, yo,
I get it, but that's because you chose to do that, and I chose to do that for myself too.
Also,
but here's the thing: my girl's not even into looks. But now that I have a different look, she's like, oh shit. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly, you just said it. Women aren't into looks. You just said it. Women aren't into looks. That's what I said from the beginning.
Until she see her man.
About her, though.
Until she see her man.
But that's the only woman I got so far.
She not into looks until she's Yo,
you're right.
Yo, let the left side get some in, please. Let the left side. The right side, y'all can go for a minute. Let the left side get some in.
All right, go.
Yeah, because I want to say
I'm tired. I'm done.
Look, and also with those, like you said in the chat, it really depends on one person's perspective of what they think looks good to them, or how they think they feel. Like, okay, for you and Vane, working out is y'all thing. Y'all think that that's what's going to attract people. You're right. That's exactly what's going to attract people. But for some other people,
some people.
But for other people, they might not be like they like no, they're probably fit people. They just don't want to. They just don't have the desire to get brolic, like me. Like I'm a person that likes to run.
Come on, Will, you slacking,
Guys,
Will.
Yeah,
listen,
you slacking, bro. You got a black. Yo, bro, Will. Let's just man to man.
That's a fact. We gotta get that nigga on the treadmill.
Let the left talk. Y'all had your
All right,
turn.
my fault.
but
Yo, Will,
you see
man
what
to
you just
man.
did there?
Hold on, bro.
You see what you just did there? How do you know I don't use a treadmill? Or how do you know I don't?
No, I was kidding, Will. I was kidding. It was a joke.
Yo,
It was a
Will,
joke.
hold on, bro.
I'm saying. Exactly.
Yo, Will, hold on. Will, let me say this real quick.
Okay.
Look at this, bro. You, bro, and I'm confident with myself, bro. I see you with your shirt off before, bro. You got a fucking body that if you would start doing push-ups, pull-ups, dips, my nigga, you will be an ape out. Not now. I don't want to put you in that category, but bro, you
Nah,
got
I
the
feel
form,
you. Yeah,
bro.
he will. He'll be Brocky.
Bro,
That's a fact.
you always been strong since we was young, bro. Like I don't understand why you don't have that in your mentality.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna tell you. What it is. Maybe it's my perspective on what you go because I started working out in high school, so that's why I got the tone that I have now.
Look at
But-
your hands, nigga. Look at your hands. You're like you grabbed this whole fucking podcast.
No, my man.
Nah, because I want
reason-
to that to niggas, man. Like that
No,
shit is
the
a
re-
big part of life, man.
Here's the thing. The reason I don't work out like that is because I don't want to get like I want to be toned, but I don't want to get too brolic because
You're
I'm
not
a
gonna get too
person-
wrong.
That's the thing. I want to be agile because I don't want to be like bulky like.
That's
walk-
what fear kills
That's
everybody's
a
shit.
misconception.
Yes, I agree. You're right.
Yo, y'all be so listen. People be
You're
so
right.
scared of shit. Like
I know, but we can't do nothing about that, Famous. We can't do nothing though.
yo, let me talk, bro, please.
Ah.
All right,
Y'all
go
had a
ahead.
lot to say.
All right, go.
Yo, bro, fear is the
Yeah,
number
we not
one-
realizing that we can't hear them when they talking.
Yeah. And when on the playback, people not gonna hear. So
Yeah.
fear is the number one killer, and it hurts that when I know people and I fuck when I'm cool with that people say they don't work out because it's like, bro, every man's supposed to do that. Every man can have sex. Every man could make some fake ass money. Every man could do X, but you can't work out something natural. That even if you don't got a ball, you can't do 50 push-ups. You can't do 100.
I agree. There's a lot of men that's lazy. You're right.
That's it, and that's the only excuse. Everybody's like, "I'm scared." No, you're lazy, and I don't give a fuck. I'll be the person to tell you if you don't work out, you're lazy. Point blank, period. If you could go to the store, eat chips, drink juice that got all the sugar and all this other, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's lazy, bro. And I love you as a man, Will, but that's just being lazy, bro. Point blank,
Oh,
period.
but listen. I actually agree with that premise. Well, here's the thing. What you're doing is you're limiting work. You're putting a limit on what is the workout. I never said I didn't want to work out because I don't want to be fit. I said that I didn't want to work out because I'm a person that I'm an agile person.
So am I.
That's the
Nigga,
thing.
look at my arms, bro. Look at me. I'm slim as fuck, but I'm agile. I got a fucking 8-pack. I got everything, and I'm still slim.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's not like I'm a lazy person. I do move around. I can walk long distances.
That's
And
I get what
run,
you're
too.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
That's
I get what you're
what I'm
saying.
saying. I get what you're saying too. From
Mhm.
your perspective, that's how you view me. That's your opinion. I get it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not scared to work out anything like that. It's just that's my personal workout regimen to stay fit,
To run.
to run, walk, because I move around a lot. But I would love to do all those stuff you're doing. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to I would love to run long distances. I mean for miles. You see, I can run, but I don't run as long as you do, and I would love to do that because that's something that
Yo, 100 push-ups a day, bro. You could do 10 now. You could do 10 at 1 o'clock, 10 at 1:15, 10 at 1:30, 10 at 2, 1. You know what I'm saying? Like in between, get 100 push-ups a day, 50 squats a day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you need, my nigga. Like that's the key to life. Every man's supposed to work out. You supposed to work out. That's a requirement as a man.
Mm-hmm.
How do you look? Listen, hold on. I got you, Q. I'm gonna let you go. as a man, how do you not like to feel like, like, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to feel that. Like, you just laying down and just, I wake up, I go to work, I'm tired. Like, that's corny, bro. That mindset is corny as shit,
You're
bro.
right about that. That's
so
boring.
It's so unattractive.
That's
And
bland.
it's not even in a sexual way. It's just unattractive as a person. Like, I'm tired. I don't want to. Tired, nigga? What time y'all think I'm going to sleep? 4 in the morning, nigga. I'm gonna wake up at 7, 6 in the morning. Fuck that tired shit.
You want to say you mean active. I'm a very active person. I just don't work out. That's what I'm trying to say.
And
that's
but active is cool, but working out that's part of being a man. That's a regimen. That's like brushing your teeth, bro.
But that's the thing. But whose opinion though?
Just in life, period. If you look at your ancestors, they all work, nigga. They all had 6-packs. You know what I'm saying? If you
from the Egyptians to the Africans,
I get the history, but that's the perception of that's how y'all looking at it. I get it.
Truth. It's just the truth, bro. Like, it's the truth. It's the truth, bro. Like, how does that not go in people's head? But they'll say I gotta make money, but they don't say I gotta work out. That's dumb.
No, I think
that's the thing, because we're not. At least for me, it wasn't it wasn't in my regimen. Why? Because that's what I was taught. How is it like you saying? How is it that we taught to wash your ass? We're taught to eat 3 meals a day.
Exactly.
We're taught to go to school, but we're not taught to work out. But then again, watch this. We kind of somebody kicked in because we had gym class.
But that's only one period. You have 2 periods of math.
You
know what I'm saying? You got 2 periods of English sometimes.
Right.
You got 2 periods. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Now, like I said,
I know is that I'm not gonna lie. It took me 30-something years to feel this good. 30-something years. I'm gonna speak on the other side of it.
Because you work out though, right? It's because you're working out right now more, and then
I'm working out now. And you know what it was? I was just like Will, and I'm just like, well, I'm this and I'm that. Like shit, I'm fast. I got shit at multiple times in my life. I had 2 babies that I had to carry. I had one on the shoulder. I had to do all of this shit. And to me, I'm like, yeah, I'm fit. But then at some point, I lost that power in my core, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
You know what?
Lie, the rest of my body looked exactly the same. But once I lost that power in my core, I couldn't lift shit no more. My legs started going out all time. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I would literally stand there and have to put the carrier down because my leg gave out. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then I started working out. I started training myself. If you don't want to call it working out, fuck it, don't call it working out. But train yourself. Take I just remember where I'm like, nah, I'm not working out. I would literally do push-ups on the bathroom sink. I would do push-ups on the kitchen sink, on the refrigerator. Do anything.
You know what? I just sat here and fucking lied my ass off because I just remembered something. Now I know I know I smoke a lot of pot now. I don't care who knows now.
Yeah, it's all good, nigga.
No, listen,
you ain't smoking crack.
Prior to me, at one point, my boy Sharon, shout out to you. He's one of my bros that I used to work with. We still talk. Me and him used to go to the gym together before I had my knee surgery in 2017. And prior to the pandemic, I was actually gonna trying to fitness or some shit, and then boom, and then everything started to go. And then I was living with my ex was living with me at the time. So if I wanted to do exercises here in my house, I was sidetracked. So
you got a park right across the street from you, boy. I want to hear no excuses. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Word.
Well, there's no excuses. Really, it's just my valid reasoning. Because I have a lot.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm motivated.
I get it. I should have been in that park.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro.
I was sidetracked though. Like now you think of I if you really think about it, like I actually did work out because I was. Let me see. I used to go to the gym. It just wasn't on a consistent basis. Put it that way. What you're trying to say is, you work out, you take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You feel good.
Self-love.
Self-love.
It's a point of like self-love because I'm not. Let's not lie neither.
Mhm.
Has there been plenty of times where you work out because you was mad?
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
stress
You know what I'm saying?
reliever.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll be pissed off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh hell, fucking no, and I'll be work out. You know why?
Yes.
That shit is it's gonna clear my brain. It's gonna,
Mhm.
it's gonna clear my shit so much.
You're gonna come back
Yo,
so
it's
fresh.
like you ever heard of one of those things called like a rage cage?
Yep.
Where you go into the cage and no matter whether it's a computer, or radio, whatever type of electronic device, you go in and you smash anything. It's like that,
Yeah.
and it clears your mind,
Yes, it does.
and you're actually making your body look better, feel better, and all of that. But you're clearing your brain. You sitting there, you like, yeah, because such happened. Let's say somebody one of y'all punched me in my face right now. The fuck? Oh, and you,
exactly.
like, you just sitting there, you put that shit into your workout. So at the end of the day,
Exactly.
at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. Did I used to make excuses and stuff and say, did I call them excuses? No, I'm gonna call it. It was like a mental block, because everything in you will tell you a reason of why you can't do something.
Exactly.
Literally, it don't, honestly, even if we stepped off of working out just because of it seems like, okay, well we sticking to working out. Oh, well, I'm not doing it because of this. No.
Yeah.
If something told me, let's say, all right, you'd be like, damn, I gotta take my kids to school, no matter what it is. I gotta do this. I gotta do, like right now, I know I gotta go do some work on my laptop. I'm like, fuck, but I'm tired of shit. I know I haven't slept in like 24 hours and all of that. I couldn't do it, but then at the end of the day, in a week when it's time to get paid, and I gotta reap that benefit. If I work out or if I don't, I'm gonna reap that. If I know that if I don't work out for a week, I'm gonna feel fucked up later on. I know if I work out right now, I know if I continue to do what I'm doing, I'm gonna get bigger.
Okay.
I'm gonna feel better. It's not even about, let's just say, even if it was just about feeling better, I know I'm gonna feel better. I feel good. Shit, it's like drinking essential water, man. You give me this shit, I don't drink no other water. Why? Because I start to understand, even if it wasn't just working out. You feel me? Like, I can't drink.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Alkaline, baby.
I can alkaline water. Yeah, hell yeah. I can't. You basically, this is what it boils down to. Because like I said, I fully agree with Famous on this one. Only now, when I'm about to be 37 in November, I agree with him in 2020. 2019, I was, I could do this amount. I could do that. I was making up all excuses to make me sound like I was an alpha male, like Famous, but I wasn't. I'm not. I'm in that part of my journey where I'm not going to sit there and big myself up to be like the next man if I'm not really there. I'm going to sit there and listen to what he's saying. Okay, you know what? I bet. Chances are, if I wasn't, I would have hit him up, and I still might even do it. Hit him up. Yo, so how did you do this? How did you get there? I understand that I'm not on another person's level. I'm not going to sit there and make the excuse. I'm not going to negate it. I'm not even going to sit there, and I'm not knocking nobody else, but I'm not even going to sit there and say, yo, but I could. He'd be like, yeah, I just did 200 push-ups. I'd be like, yeah, I could do 20. The fuck? I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to embarrass myself like that.
That's not even, yo, listen, and that's the thing. People always, listen, let me tell you my journey on the workout. My journey on the workout was, my mom was in the hospital.
Okay.
I'm at my job. And this is how I really started working out. I'm in my job. Dude, like, yo, is a park behind my house? We go to the park. He like, yo. So we used to just go in there and run a mile. So then one day he lied and said, yo, I could do 2 miles. This nigga did like 2 laps and stopped. So I got to do the 2 miles. So in the back of my head, my mom's in the hospital. So I'm like, yo, I couldn't even really do 2 miles, but I'm thinking like, yo, if I don't do this, my mom is going to die. That's what I had in my head.
Yeah.
On these 2 miles.
Yo.
Right? So lo and behold, finished the 2 miles. Everything was good. From that day on, I'm like, yo, I know I can do anything. I know I can do anything physically that I wanted to do. So that started my workout journey. Bro, I am slim as shit, but I am in impeccable shape, bro. You know what I'm saying?
also-
Like,
And
it
also,
doesn't.
my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
I'm just going to respond to that.
Yeah.
No, basically, how I was looking at it is, I was looking at it as, because you see, people see different ways of working out. You see, it was edged to my head since I was, since I was a kid, that you have to lift a bunch of weights. So me being an agile person, I'm thinking if I lift a bunch of weights and I become like Scott Steiner on some shit like that, then I'm not going to be able to move as like good as I want to. But
Mhm.
seeing the way you work out, I see why you do the calisthenics,
Exactly.
because it gives you the tone
Exactly.
and you still have your form. You're just more toned.
Nigga, I'm slim, but I got a little rock.
Yeah, I
got a
see it.
little rock.
I see
But
it.
I'm slim as fuck, but I'm in shape, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm in impressive shape.
But you know,
So it's like,
I ain't gonna lie, you do motivate me to want to do stuff like that. I just have
yo,
to
he the one who motivated me.
be lazy.
nigga,
Think about
I'm
it.
hitting
Who
the
was you ever
pads.
seeing work out? The
I'm
crackhead
doing
on the
the
block.
exactly,
Huh?
He
nigga.
was the
Like
only person that I related to who I was like, oh, word is, and this is me being secure with myself. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
Okay.
word is cool to do that. That's what I said because I see one of
yeah,
my
cause
peers doing that,
exactly,
and it
that made it
motivated
cool
me.
to work out.
But
Exactly.
it's crazy that you say it's crazy what your story was, and
Yeah.
I kind of even while I'm working out, I use that. If I can't lift, I'm talking to the point because everyone doesn't matter who it is, everyone gets to that point when you lifting and you get right there and you just like, oh shit. But you know
Yeah.
what? That motivation and that push. My man said he ran. Well, how much was that? 2 miles.
2 miles, and I never really ran
My
like that.
man ran 2 miles and never ran before.
I never
And it's
really
crazy
ran like
because
that.
I get the same way, and I'm not gonna lie. For me, it was my kids.
Okay.
See,
It was my kids. I remember the first time I ran, and I ran from this. This was a long time ago though. But this when I started working out, this was where I had to reach. I remember my girl at the time was living on 233rd by Montefiore Hospital. My mom's had lived on what 175th, and I ain't had no money. Um, for whatever reason, I don't fully remember, but I ain't had no money,
Mhm.
and I was about to have a baby, bruh. I wasn't about to hop no train because I'm not. You know what I'm saying, like, I already had one kid, about to have my second kid. Is what it is. All I know is I had to get to fucking 233rd all the way from 175th, 233rd in White Plains.
Yeah.
You trying to
That's
tell
a
me I
long
ain't running all the way over
run.
there? Mind you, I wasn't trying to be fit. I wasn't trying to do nothing. But the reason I'm saying that is because even not even realizing it, I had set my mind. Oh shit! It's
Subconsciously, it was
basically
the
like
subconscious that hit you.
like someone's
Mhm.
in danger or somebody needs me right now. I gotta get there. Straight adrenaline got me there. I did not stop running until I got there.
It's amazing
And
what your body can do when you
you don't
push it
even
there.
know.
Yes, that's why
And
you can
then
do
when I started
anything.
working out, I started doing the same thing. And I'm like, and now, like I said, and that's why it was key to me. I literally, when my son is, we busting him out, I'd be like, he'd be like, I remember my son telling me, mind you, his little arms are skinny and all that, but he was, and he never really. I was lifting weights with him. I'm very funny with weights. He just started lifting, and I don't want him
Mhm.
lifting too much. I want him to do mainly calisthenics.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, bet you're gonna lift your little 20s, build up your arm a little bit, and with everything else, we're doing straight body because shit, my body's what, two something. I got enough body to lift.
Mhm.
And I want him to learn how to lift his own body. I want like half the shit I've seen you do, the way you could lift your whole bottom half and all of that.
Mhm.
Shit,
Mhm.
I ain't even gonna lie, I still can't even do that. I haven't gotten
Mhm.
there yet, but I'm
Mhm.
doing my burpees and all that, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
With
but the
47.
point was,
Mhm.
I'm looking him dead in his face because I'm like, yo, and I'm shit. Half the time I'm not even saying nothing, but I be sitting there. We be lifting. By the time he gets it, because now shit, he be busting them out. Now we don't even be having numbers, bro. Real shit. I be like, all right, 18, 19, 20. I be like, give me 20 more right now. Bow. He didn't even let him go. We still going. I'm going. He going. And that's my son. There was a point because the number one word that you always got to get out, and not just because of this conversation, but the number one word you got to get out of your vocabulary, your mind, all of that is can't.
Can't.
It's not
Can't.
even a real word.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, go, let's go. He's doing it. Yo, my man was like, I can't do it. I bet you the last time my son said can't to me was that first day, because he was sitting there doing it. And we got to 38. And of course, on the 8, I hit, yo, give me 20 more right now. Yo, he's like, I can't do it. I said, you better do that shit, or you're going to have to see me in the backyard. We're going to be fighting, busting him. He wasn't harming himself or nothing. He's doing them. Yo, my man did 120, bro. 120. And minimum pain he felt the next day. He was like, yo, daddy. He was like, yeah, I'm sore, whatever. It, like, when I first was working out, I couldn't even get up, no nothing. I'm like, yo, oh, shit. But he's sitting there. I'm like, yo, you good? Making sure he good. I was giving him, he's drinking nothing but water, staying fully hydrated, explaining him what he has to do for himself on the inside and the outside in order to recover good and do this and do that without supplements and all of that. The next day, I'm like, okay, bet. And now you're going to rest. If you want to do something else on this day, fine. But mainly what I like to do is I like to do everything on the one day. Me, because I want to be different with myself. But I was explaining to him, you do top half or whatever on this day, next day something else, next day. So by the time we get to that third day, that Wednesday now, my man is looking at me like, yo, daddy, I'm ready to go. Yo, it took 24 hours and it took a father's belief. I'm looking him dead in his face like, yo, I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't know where you learned that word, because mind you, I'm a single parent, or not anymore, but I was a single parent. So me and him been through a lot. So for me to look him dead in his face and I'm like, yo, I don't know what nobody else ever told you, but your father ain't never told you couldn't do something. Let's go. If I'm doing it, you could do it. And it's not, he's like, but your arms are bigger. That means nothing. Because ask me when the last time I worked out. So like I said, this is kind of like negating the factor of, oh, but I don't do it because of this, but I don't do it because of that. Now, what I'm doing in the sense of the next generation is letting him know, nah, bro.
You're going to break this curse. We're going to break this cycle.
You wake up, you wash your ass. Matter of fact, we might even work out before you wash your ass, because once the workout we about to get in, you're going to need to wash your ass anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, look, this is what I want you to tell you. This is what, hold on. This is what I want you to tell your son, man to man. I know it was going left on this topic, but
it's for real.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You tell your son, he is God. He's the God of his realm. He is God. He's God. This from man to man, bro. Tell your son he's God. Make him believe that he's in control of his destiny, bro. The creator of what's going on is motherfucking Earth. And that's it. Point blank, period. Not some shit that they made up in a book. You don't gotta believe it, but if you just think about this, not somebody that
I believe
made up in a book.
The
higher being is the universe. It's not gonna be no God.
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come
on, bro. I don't title it God, but everything other than labels, everything that you're saying, I definitely do that every single day, because
ancestors, you got ancestors, you know they're real.
A person won't understand until you have that outer, and I'm not talking about no fake shit. I'm not talking about no
outer body experience.
Until you have that outer body experience, until you physically manifest something. Imagine, I could get into some stories, which I'm not going to, but I could get into some stories where you would be like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I've manifested thousands of dollars in minutes. And I'm not even talking about, oh, yeah, because I be getting money. Nigga, I got kicked out of my apartment. And I needed money right then and there, and it wasn't going to come as quick as I needed it. It was around tax season, all that. This was some years ago. This is before I even had all my other kids. This is years ago. This was when I first started on this journey, years ago, when I was living in Queens. And I got into real shit, real troubles, like, I'm talking about nobody knew where I was. Like, I was fucking out of it. And I'm sitting there and you know, people tried to hit me with the whole, okay, well, you know, read your Bible, do this, do that. Do I believe in that? Yes, I do. But I'm not gonna lie. Until you find something on you can't just be told this is something that I believe in my business, and I incorporate this in everything that I do. You cannot give me a general answer for specific questions.
Yeah.
You cannot. So I had to find on my own what the hell do you think a journey is? And that's why I even posted on Instagram today, and a lot of people misconstrued it because they, everybody was checking on me because they thought I was in a bad place. But what I said was, at the end of the day, sometimes even being happy, you have to travel through a dark place, knowing something is wrong, and you can't sit there and be on some shit that everybody keep telling you to be on some, well, just hope for the best and just manifest all good things and happy and flowers and shit like that. No, sometimes you gotta go as a happy person, as a good person, into that dark space because you know the answer is in there. You know your past. You know everything that you've been through. You got to go and grab that answer, defeat that shit, and come the fuck back out with that shit and with the head in your hand and walk back out knowing you defeated that shit. And that's kind of what working out is for me too.
Okay.
A lot of shit has happened.
That's lit.
And it's more than just, okay, well, Famous is fit. I'm kind of fit. Maybe, somewhere in the conversation we've been saying like 2 people are fit or on some type of journey and the other 2 people aren't. Nah, I've been on both sides of that. I'm actually in between.
But here's the thing though. This is just my perspective. It's not
because I want to talk about this shit.
Yeah, it's not.
Of course.
This is my personal opinion. You're right about how working out because I do work out, but I just don't do it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly for me, my journey has been more or less my mental health journey.
Which is good. That's the number one thing.
Yeah, more than my physical. Because, I worked out and all this other stuff 4 years ago when I was in this dark place. But it didn't really like take care of the problem that I had. Because at that time I didn't really like myself as much as I thought I did.
Yeah.
So it took years to find myself. It took me a day. I was in Chicago with chilling with one of my boys in Millennium Park. Me and him was talking about how how we was both feeling at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through depression and loneliness and stuff. I didn't like myself. Every time I turn around, I get dubbed by a girl that I was interested in. I'll be down on myself about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I really didn't like myself because people who don't like themselves wouldn't even care at that point. Be like, okay, it's your loss, bitch. But I dwelled on it. So 2018, that's when I started doing counseling, and I still do it to this day. And now in 2020, I found myself. I'm still finding myself.
You gonna continue to go to counseling still, or
yeah, I'm still gonna continue to do it until there's a time where I feel like I don't need it. I don't have a time limit on it.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I don't. Reason I don't because I don't know what the future holds. I can say that I'm gonna do this because I feel one way this way, and then next thing you know, something happens. I may need somebody to talk to that's outside of my immediate circle. Because I don't like to burden my friends with my problems. Even though
that's respectful. That's respectful.
Yeah, that's why this is why I seek counseling.
I'll disappear real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. It's the crazy thing, and not to cut you off, Will. Okay. That's it's and the reason why I feel so strong about what I'm saying is I'm so far removed from material shit. Like, dog, I don't eat no fish. I don't eat no fish. I don't eat no plant. I mean, I don't eat no animals. Everything is plant based. So that I ascended there to that level. So for me, how I feel about the earth, this shit, like people litter, that get me pissed off. People smoke cigarettes, you polluting the earth. Like that's the type of mind I'm on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fuck up the earth, I'm pissed off. I'm mad I live in a fucking building where they got chopped down tree. I ain't want to get into it, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I am with it. So that's what
that funny thing is, that's where I'm starting to be because things
exactly. So
and I don't even know where or how it's pissed out. There's some things that I see sometimes.
Growing.
Like okay, like I noticed you had real quick. You had said the whole political thing or whatever. I never gave a shit about politics. There's things that I'm starting to care about that I'm just like, why did I just watch this whole presidential debate? I never would do nothing like that in my life.
It was a shit show.
Because you trying
I care about things.
Yeah,
I'm starting to care about things on an aspect, and now your why is probably totally different from mine. I'm not gonna lie. Everything that drives me is my kids. I am starting to lead to the whole part of your journey that you're on. and I'm trying to get my kids into that because it's a simple thing. Like I could sit there and say, eating out of cans are bad because cans, the shit that they even preserve the shit is poison. Once I said that to myself, I was like, all right, whatever. Yo, but once I said to myself, I literally said this shit out loud, and I do this with everything. I say, yo, did I just give poison to my kids? The fuck is wrong with me?
Oh, look. So
you get what I'm saying?
Now you gotta ask the question after that. Do you love your kids if you feed that to your kids? Just because you was taught, just because, oh yeah, I was taught this. Who gives a fuck what your mom taught you, what your grandmother taught you? If it wasn't right, it's not right. I don't give a fuck. I don't harbor on, okay, this is my grandmother's tradition. If it's not good, it's not good.
On my journey. That's what started me on my journey because it started, honestly speaking, it started with food. And then I watched this one show that fucked my head up on Netflix, What the Hell? And I was like, nah.
Yeah, because people don't care about shit.
It was just things that I didn't know. So now, and like I said, and it did start with health, and it started with food, and that's what led me on my journey. And the one question I asked started my whole journey. I said, wait a minute. What else was I lied about? What else was I lied to about? And then come to find out, yo, my journey led me on something so far. I literally wanted to call on my mother one day, and I said, you want to know something? I said, Ma, I appreciate you because you was a single parent. You bust your ass. You did whatever it is that you knew to do. But then I had to think. My mom's been on her own since she was 15. I said, not discrediting you. But what the hell did I think I was supposed to learn from a 15-year-old mindset? And
you're 100% correct. You're 100%. I don't want to cut you off, but you're 100% correct because I just want to finish my last. You go right after.
I apologize.
Correct. Yeah, you're 100% correct with that. It's not your parents' fault because they didn't get the research. So sometimes people don't know, and that's okay. People don't know X, Y, Z. Okay, so we're gonna fill in the blanks with that. But not only that, like I said, back to the material. I'm so far moved from material shit, bro. I meditate. Nigga, I sun gaze
daily.
I sun gaze, nigga. I moon gaze. So like the things with me now, what I think is beautiful, the sun, the moon. When you look at the moon, nigga, I want to give the moon a hug. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I go outside, the sun makes me smile. When I meditate, when I manifest shit, I ask for natural shit, strength, leadership, be a king. I don't ask for materials. You know what I'm saying? So why the fuck would you think?
Joy,
so look, exactly. So look, so this is my last point. And I don't care who gets offended. Why the fuck would I believe in the Bible? I believe in the earth. Point blank, period. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So that sums it up for me.
You know what's one weird part? And like I said, I don't know where I am with it.
If you are offended, don't listen to the show.
Yeah, exactly.
I welcome all opinions.
Yeah. No, that's
I welcome every opinion.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But being the person who is trying to find answers, and like I said, I apologize if I do offend somebody.
Fuck that.
But it was one thing that made me ask the question about the Bible itself. Like literally the book that was written by whoever. I don't care who wrote it. But why is it that if we go back into and please stop me if I'm reaching. If we go back into slave days, or we go back into segregation days, well, it's still here, but back in the days, and from the 60s and back, what was the only thing? They didn't let slaves read books, but what was the only book that they gave them?
The Bible.
Bible, exactly. And
if
that's
you
just
was trying to stop me from learning, then why would you give me this one book? If these books teach me and teach me to learn, and you burn and get rid of all of my books and all the other history of all these other different people that you have conquered, why you keep giving me this one book? No matter where I go, no matter what slave master I go to, no matter how much you trade me, no matter how much you sell me, whatever it is that you do, no matter what hotel I go to, you keep giving me this one book. And then in that same book, you keep, like I said, if I'm reading, stop me.
Fuck that.
You keep telling me
the ancestors didn't have no Bible, nigga.
I don't think you're reaching.
You keep telling me about this one thing that incorporates slavery.
You think we was building pyramids with Bibles in our hands? Hell fucking no, nigga. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Like I say, Like this is what I think about. Like honestly
ahead.
speaking, I
Go ahead.
can't. None of the stuff y'all saying is different from the stuff that I said previous shows. I said something about Joel Osteen. He's a fraud. A
Yeah.
fraud.
Who?
Joel Osteen. A
Okay.
fraud. If you're all about helping people, why would you not give your church for refuge for people who need shelter and during a hurricane? The only
Mhm.
reason why he did it because it was a PR stunt because he was
Oh,
looking
there's a couple people on that list. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There's a
In the
lot of
But
church,
these
you
what
want
they
to know
doing?
something?
a lot of these
But
a
you
lot
want
of
to know
these church
something?
guys, no, a lot of these like these TV church people, they're scammers. I don't care
Yeah,
what nobody
it's a lot of the
scammers.
TV church people, and but the funny thing is, because it's televised, those are the people we look towards. But I've learned
Not
this
me.
Oh, I
this
don't
Fuck.
look
thing
towards them.
where
I point them out as frauds. That's what I do.
the
I always thought that was
the
frauds. Even
TV
since I was a little kid. Frauds.
the TV church people to me are like the millionaires we see on TV, or the
Yeah.
people that we're
Yeah.
taught that athletes
Yeah.
and rappers and all these other people are the millionaires. You know how many millionaires I know that's not even on the scene? You know how
Mm,
many
I
preachers I
know a
know
lot.
that's actually really preaching the real word? And then
Mhm.
here's the thing too. There's something my mom she still tells me this. Um, we'll see, because when this whole second coming and all of that, whatever happens, how many of them preachers are still gonna be left behind?
And we're gonna see if fucking Jesus is
We going
fucking coming. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like I don't give a fuck if I'm offending you either. You listen to this back,
no.
I don't give
Listen,
two shits.
can't stop a person's opinion. No. I'm
Fuck
dead ass.
that,
We can't stop
nigga.
a person's opinion. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We
Listen,
all
it's
grown.
it's it's listen, hold on. I'm just say one thing. We wake up and see the sun every fucking day, and the sun been here for millions of years. Was that written? No. Was the moon written? No. Was trees written? No. That's natural, nigga. Don't give me no shit in the Bible. Don't get me talking. Oh my god. Don't
Man.
get me.
They're
Don't get me
going.
started,
They
bro.
probably going. To. They probably going to.
But
They going to put me right in the Facebook jail. Right in Facebook.
I'm sorry, bro. If you
Yeah,
want me to
yeah,
tone it
no,
down,
we good.
I will.
I have to apologize.
We good.
Yeah,
I'm
if
gonna
you want me to tone it down, I would. Don't,
nah,
bro. I
because
follow
Hold on.
common
Watch
sense,
this.
nigga.
look,
This
look.
is what I do in a lot of my ads and stuff. Listen, this does not express the viewpoints of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah,
This is or the Will Green
the
experience.
Willie
This
Green
is just
experience.
the
Ah,
viewpoints of some
the thing
personal people.
is, here's the thing though. I'm not even worried about getting flagged or anything like that because this is the show that this is the type like Aunt asked me, A asked me, what kind of audience I want for the show.
Mhm.
Free thinkers. That's what I want.
Thank you. You see, now you got it. Now you got
And
the
that
exact shit you
That's
wanted,
don't
shit.
get
you
into it.
you expressing your opinion, whether I agree with it or not. I'll come on. I'll let you come on here and express that.
Yeah.
If
Yo,
you ever look offended,
We
then
got to
we
do
please
this
gotta
don't
again.
have
listen.
a show about that. We listen,
Yeah,
because
let's do it.
that
We got to do this again because I will go.
we
People
gotta
Because
will
do it
hate
I'm
me,
just
again.
gonna
bro.
let you
They will
know.
hate me because
I'm just
I'll.
gonna let you know. Right now, like
Because
I was
free
gonna do a
thinking is
show.
free thinking. Real
Look,
shit. Like
look,
Go ahead,
free
bro.
think, I'm gonna
here's,
have people hating me.
Yeah, go
look,
ahead, bro.
listen. I was gonna come out with a show talking about the Breonna Taylor situation.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want
Yeah,
to talk.
and you know what?
Yeah, that
A lot of people will call me a coon. They're gonna call me a sellout because
Mhm.
because I know what I read. I read every single page of the court documents,
Okay.
okay.
and it's factual that she didn't die when she was asleep. She died in the hallway.
Mm.
But
Her
due to public
boyfriend got her
opinion
killed.
or
Her
social
boy-
public opinion, the masses is gonna believe that.
Man, fuck the
Therefore,
public
that
opinion.
is a true expression of non-free thinking.
And manipulate.
Everybody's thinking, following
Yeah.
a damn herd of cows that's running that
Yes.
way.
Yes.
Me, I'm gonna
Oh
be the
my
motherfucker that's gonna
God.
look.
Yes.
Like, think
Yeah.
about it. Even where we come from, even from my old way of thinking.
Yep.
If I always heard, if a nigga in the hood ran, you run and ask questions later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nigga jump
Nowadays,
my same shit.
you
You
get
jump
what I'm
in.
saying? You jump in
Yeah.
and then you ask questions. Or
Yeah.
let's say like one of y'all. If one of y'all was in some, and we could actually really say this, if one of y'all
Yes.
was in some
'Cause
shit,
yeah.
you know I'm jumping in. I got your back. What
Yeah.
if you just murdered somebody family member? I just defended that shit. We
Yeah.
don't fucking know.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like free thinking really is some crazy shit. And the funny
Yeah.
thing is, you say that about the whole. Am I yelling? Because I feel like I'm not yelling. If I'm yelling,
You're not yelling.
No, nigga, speak your mind.
You're just being.
Nah,
You're
I
so
don't
passionate. It's
want to
fine.
sound like. Never mind.
You're good.
Good, nigga.
You're
But
good.
the whole thing about, like, even with the Breonna Taylor, honestly speaking, you could touch on any aspect and it would all be the same.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna sit there and believe something because the masses told me to believe something.
Nope.
You get what I'm saying? Like, the
Yeah.
funny thing is, like, man, don't let me get on it. Even with George Floyd, shit, you know how much bad shit I found on the internet by because when I hear something, before I even make an opinion, I go and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. The first thing I found was this nigga was a porn star. I'm like, oh shit, I actually watched this video with this nigga before. But I wasn't about to put that out there. But why? Because I'm not gonna sit there and go with the masses. There's plenty of times I used to love Trump as an entrepreneur, whether he was a fake one or not, because of how he got there until he became president. I can't say that no more. I love Kanye, how he thinks. Sometimes I think Kanye is a little like my man Ralphie, that's my brother and all of that, but he says things and doesn't hear himself talking. The only thing I would say he's guilty of is raw thought. There's a lot of times I would get into arguments with my girl, with my mother, with a family member, with a friend, because I didn't explain to them, hold on 1 second. Give me a moment. I love you and respect you so much that I'm going to share my raw thought with you, but please don't judge me on what I'm about to say. Because even though I might say this, by the time I'm done talking, I might not even agree with what I said. This is raw thought. And people don't understand that. Or people, and on the other side of the person who's doing it, we don't explain to people, listen, that's what we're doing. You get what I'm saying? Because at a point, I can sit there and say, yo, I love Trump. What if I would have just said that? You would have been like, the fuck? What is he talking about?
No, I don't care. If you fuck with Trump, you fuck with Trump.
I like who I like.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. Everybody's bitching about Goya endorsing him. A lot of people is like, everybody's panties is wet as fuck. Like, oh, how can you do that? Because it's their fucking money. That's why. That's why.
In his taxes. Nigga, if he paid $576 in taxes, good, because I want to pay that. Show me how you did it.
Yo, when they said that,
niggas getting mad at that. Fuck out of here.
Now here's the thing too. Now when it comes to everything else that he's doing, when it comes to a lot of other things, and matter of fact, and after I say that, I'm gonna say this because I watched the debate today. If he's doing that with his taxes, I was like, oh shit, word. I'm getting up there in my bracket. Okay, my nigga didn't help me get the, you know what I'm saying? Help me pay $500 something or $700 something in my taxes too. Now, and there was another point too, that even though I heard about it already, but I said, you know what? I'm not gonna let public opinion judge the way I look at this before I even watch it. I'm sorry, I'd be defeating myself if I did that.
Yes.
So I said, I'm not one thing. Played on Instagram, and I'm like, I actually was like deleting people off my Instagram because I'm noticing, even though I'm up there in my mental and in my journey, something is I had too much booty girls and all that shit on my page, and I'm like,
garbage.
Garbage. You know why? Because it was getting into me.
Mental clarity.
But this is what I said when I watched the debate. I said, you want to know something? It's one thing Trump did touch on that I thought about from a free thinking standpoint. I said, even if, no matter what he's done, because we know the world condemns you for whatever the fuck you do. I said, even if he did do something good, he wouldn't even get the acknowledgement for it. People want him to do good. But even if he did do one thing, nobody would even touch on it. Not saying he did.
Everything is negative about Trump. Come on.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, I can't do it.
My only thing is about Trump. My only problem with him is because he's done some good stuff, according to what I researched.
He has, but it's never going to be recognized. I'm not siding with him, but I'm
I know. The thing is, he shoots himself in the foot with the way he acts most of the time. My problem with Trump is
he's real. Why do people say that? He's real. Like, he's himself. He's not.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
Big politician.
No. It's one thing to be yourself, but it's one thing to act like a little kid when somebody questions you about something. That's what I mean.
That's where he shot himself. I agree.
He doesn't know how to take constructive criticism from people. part of what
Because
you
they
part of what
if
you
you
does,
notice, you know why he does that? They put a percentage of the 92% of what they put about him is negative on the news. So obviously it's him against the media. You know what I'm saying?
most of the media is left leaning. Why do you think
Exactly.
they're in the media talking about, oh, let's march for Jacob Blake, bro? He got himself shot. I'm sorry, he did.
Exactly.
Like hot, like I was arguing with some people on the sports page that I'm on, sports analyst.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what they did, and I don't care if anybody, I don't care if any one of you watch it. I really don't care anymore because I was gonna do a story about this whole thing, but I've been afraid to. I'm not gonna lie, because of the backlash I might get, because they might cancel me. At this point, this show is gonna be for free thinking people, not for sheep. So what happened was TMZ a video of what happened. Now this is my to Jacob Blake. So my reaction to it was, let me see, I watched it 6 times. I saw it one time and I reacted to it. I was like, that's fucked up. Then I watched it 5 more times in a loop. So I'm like, he went from point A, like he got off the ground from the first video from the person shooting out the window to his car, and that's when they blasted him. And I'm like, that's justified. And then next thing you know, somebody screenshot my response on the TMZ page. Mind you, it wasn't even in the group. It was just posted on the it was posted on that comment section in TMZ. I was tagged and said, "Can you please like, would you mind elaborating?" I'm like, it was justified. People were trying to tell me, "Oh, well, he was trying to leave." If you're detained by police, right or wrong, you can't leave. Now, if you want to, like, you got to let them take you to jail, even if you felt it was bad. What you do is you sue them when you get out. The first person you called your lawyer. If you feel like you was falsely arrested, you sue. You don't take court in the street. Come to find out with him, he was wanted on felony sexual assault. They was there to get his ass, and his girlfriend called the police. Now, people don't want to know. People don't like the truth. But this is what I got to show.
People like the truth that they want.
Soothe their ego. No, they want somebody to give them a massage when they talking to them instead of saying, "Nigga, fucking massage yourself." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. What I'm starting to notice is people only want truth. I'm trying to think how to say it. Like, people only want truth if it's behind a certain standpoint. They only want the truth if it's with the Black Lives Matter movement. People like there was matter of fact, there was a whole thing about Black Lives Matter where people were sitting there arguing about where Black Lives Matter originated from.
George
and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like,
it was funded by white men.
And man, even with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, there was a point where when all the riots was going on, this and that, I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting on both sides because there was points where I'm watching what the world is showing me. Obviously, how you sitting there watching some shit on the lens and you taking that shit as face value, but
exactly.
I'm watching. Matter of fact, what I saw one day? There was something that I watched when I was a kid, and it made me stop believing what I'm being shown through a lens. I say lens because I don't, whether it's social media, whether it's the news, no matter what it is, if it's through a lens and I didn't see it for myself, I'm questioning it. It was this thing where it was a fire. It was a huge fire. And it was like super close. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, you see the fire. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? Like, it looked like a country was burning up. Why? Because there was like some rocks over there, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what the person did? All they did was zoom out, and it was a tire on fire with a rock sitting on the side. And I was like, oh,
yes,
shit.
Yes. The moment I learned how to edit,
about perception.
Yes. The moment I learned how to edit, I knew shit was on TV was fake because I manipulated so much shit. I'm like,
so exactly.
Can't tell me.
And they have, if you really look at the stuff that they have in those studios, they have $1 million worth of equipment. that they can manipulate videos. They do it all the time.
Do you know how much nowadays in 2020, without even leaving my house, we got the office or whatever that's a couple miles down. I don't even have to go to the office. Do you know how much digital equipment right now? I could change my background. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, this man is at the beach.
That's what I'm saying.
I could throw some snow in the background. I could throw lightning and thunder.
Exactly.
I could put Famous in my background. You'd be like, how is he on his screen and mine?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And make it look real.
Yeah.
And ever since, like he said, ever since I learned that about perception.
Yeah, I knew that.
And then that's when I started saying, I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. And then, but being on my journey, that's what started me thinking, why are they trying to get me to see this way so much, so hard? Why is it that every time elections and all of this shit come around, remember this shit too, when elections and shit would happen and certain things would happen and this and that, every year or every 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, however many years would pass, the same events would happen. Black people would start dying. It'd be some shit on the news. They had to pick a topic, a major topic to breaking news. And then all of a sudden, the way I feel about it, when they couldn't do that shit no more, or people started to realize, because it's like the moment I started to realize that, I would say like a couple of months later, people actually started hearing people say stuff like that. And I'm like, oh shit, it's being reported all on social media, whatever. All of a sudden, here come the pandemic.
Fuck pandemic. We got the L in it, bro. You got the L in the pan. Pandemic. Anyway.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I want to respond to that because I'm like, the reason I don't call it a pandemic, you know why? Because it's not like shit like this hasn't happened before. We had the Spanish flu.
Yeah, that's how you know it was a plan.
Yeah.
And just like how I said, with a couple of every couple of years,
they throw something out.
I don't know how many years apart, but it's just yet another one. They was like, okay, well, it's time to do this.
Honestly speaking, the reason I don't really call it as far as the shit that happened this, if you want to say this is a plan, I'll consider it. I don't know if it's true, but I'll consider it. I'll do my research. I'll do my independent research of my own. Maybe
you know why? You know why I think everything is planned? Because to be honest with you, if none of this shit that was here, that was literally man-made and all this shit was around you, you gotta look, bro. And the reason why you can never trust what's going on, bro, where you live, you got a corner store, you got a Chinese store, you got a liquor store, and all they sell you in there is bullshit. You may only have bananas, limes, lemons, and the only thing that's healthy for you in there. Everything else is bullshit. So how the fuck can you not saying you
which is
how the fuck
redlining?
Exactly. So how the fuck can you believe that this government is good for you and they putting bullshit around you every day?
No, I don't think they're good for me at all.
You know what's crazy?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they're good for me at all.
Right now, in my little white neighborhood that I'm in, excuse me, I'm offending with that. I'm white, half white myself, but I can go up to block in my white neighborhood and my Whole Foods. They got everything I want in there.
Exactly. The hood, they got corner store, everything bullshit in there. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If I go to my Walgreens got different shit in there than I would in the hood. They got stuff in there where I'm like, oh wow, we had these, but what you ain't gonna find, I can't find a wave brush in there. I can't find a do-rag in there. I can't find nothing cultural in there.
Right.
But I can find everything that this small town has to offer.
Facts.
I have the atmosphere that it has to offer. I walk outside. I'm not gonna find no bottles on the ground. I'm not gonna find no. You get what I'm saying? Like
good.
Sad's gotta go to a secluded location in order to find something like that.
That's why looks do matter, because your environment shapes you. I walk outside, I see shit every day, bro. I'm getting the fuck out of the Bronx. I'm getting the fuck out of New York. Period.
Why do you think? You know what? Why do you think? Why do you think when I was like 12 or 13, I started traveling on the subways and buses alone in other boroughs?
Yes, I hate the way this shit looks.
That's how I started.
Because I always wanted to leave the environment.
But you know what's crazy?
It is what
in the beginning, I didn't even. In the beginning, I was so stuck in my mind with what I knew. I didn't even leave the Bronx. You know where I just left from when I left here? I went to Queens, and I came back to the Bronx. I was in the hood all the time because I was no longer working no more, whatever.
Exactly.
I was in the hood all the time. I was right on 241st. I couldn't leave. I was 1 block away from because I could not leave the hood. I kept telling myself, nah. But I live where houses are, bro. Come on, Eden Wall is right there. Stop.
Yeah,
I
know.
leave. I could not leave because I said, yo, it was almost like my man Mitch said. But if I leave, the hood still gonna love me. And I'm not even trying to quote a movie. This is where my brain was at.
Yes.
You know what happened? There was a point where I said, you know what? I was like, nah, I gotta go. And I moved to another place, and some stuff happened there. I'm not even gonna get into all of that. Some stuff happened there, and my girl mom's had passed. And at that point, like it literally broke my whole family down. Like I'm talking about my family, like my girl, my kids, them down.
Yeah.
Yo, it was at that point in 2019. What was that? June 30th. Nah, it wasn't about me no more. So everything that I needed to do, let's call it working out, right? Everything that I needed to do to work out everything in my life, literally, I needed everything to work out. Tomorrow couldn't come because there's one thing my father would say to me. At the end of the day, it's either done or it's not done. Like there was no in between. And I said, yo, what the fuck do I do? Like even my 8-year-old now, my 8-year-old daughter, she was crying last year. We was in the church. We had the formalities. My girl is the only child of her mom's, whatever. Everybody broke down. First death in the family, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Didn't know what to do. And the only reason I'm saying this is because it was my death and my life all in one moment. It was like, yo, you sit there and you say this, you say that, you known as Mr. Billionaire, you do this, you get money, you do this, you get fly, you whatever you do. But at this moment, when your family is breaking, at this moment when your family needs you, are you there? Are you that person that they need you to be to bring them out of this?
Facts. Because it's not about the money, it's not about all that other shit. It's about, can you be a man and put them on your back and carry them?
Exactly. There wasn't a dollar in the world that was going
to fix all integrity, like you said on one of your other shows that you posted, the clip that you posted on Instagram. You was talking about integrity, and you're right. A lot of people do put money over their own integrity.
Yes, bro. Yes. They choose. They'll sell a community out, bro. Like it's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I ain't gonna front. I'm getting a little. I got this big ass light.
I like to thank y'all for coming.
That's good though. It's good convo. I love chopping it up, bro. I love speaking with free thinkers. I don't like speaking with people that's just so. They just so like conditioned to just regular shit. Like last night, I had a conversation with a female for like 3 hours too, talking because we're on the same level mentally. So
that's good.
You can't stimulate your mind. I can't talk to somebody who's talking about other shit. Like, nigga, I don't care about. Oh, you see what Cardi B said? Like, bro, who gives a fuck, nigga? Like,
yeah, you gotta allow somebody else to be the smartest person in the room. Right now, I'm not the smartest person in this room.
Me either.
I can literally say I stepped in here. No. Understand where I'm coming from. I can literally say I stepped in here, and when I hang up and I'm doing my work, there's shit that I gotta look up now. There's things that I gotta think about that was said to me, and it's like, oh shit, okay, like you get what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I'm not gonna say what it is because it's personal. There was even something that was said that was an answer to one of my questions that I've been having for months. And mind you, I've known y'all, I've known Will since we was both babies. I've known you since I was like mad young.
Exactly.
Why haven't I reached out to y'all? Y'all was one of y'all. I'm not gonna say who, but one of y'all was actually the answer to one of my questions that I've had on my own in my seclusion for months. Good. So I literally learned. I could say I learned at least 5 things in here tonight, and it's just like, oh shit. Okay, so that was that. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is a very good thing. And honestly speaking, even as black men, I feel like we should do this more, even whether it was on the screen or it's off the screen. Because I feel most of us wouldn't even go through what we go through if we did this.
Yes. Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
Because
Now
I'm not gonna lie,
now
me,
it's key.
I'm out of reach to people. I just got back in touch with Famous. I
Exactly.
hit him up. I hit people
He
up.
was hitting
Yo,
me up
you good?
constantly. I'm like, yo, bro,
Checking
what's
on,
good?
you know
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying?
Yeah.
And I don't
Exactly.
check on everybody. I check on people that I'm like, yo, like you good? I'll just randomly hit you. Yo,
Mhm.
checking in.
That's
Yo,
a
bro,
fact.
that don't sound right, or that don't this.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. I'm I'm
Yeah.
about to be 40 years old in 3 years. I ain't got time to be
Exactly.
playing games.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But then if I sit there and I see like Famous, I've been seeing him doing shit for years. Doing
Yep.
shit that I'm doing, but because of a person like him, I've been doing my shit since what, like 20, like really, really on my shit since 2018.
Oh.
Mhm.
You know how long this man's been on his shit, motivating people like me. Like I said, and I'm man enough to say there was points even with working out where I was like, "Yo, word."
Yeah, you used to
That's
hit me like, yo,
I was
bro, I'm
watching
trying to X,
UNC.
Y, Z. Yeah, you used to hit
I'm
me
like,
all the
"Yo, that
time
shit
too.
is cool, word."
Yeah.
Like, you
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
now I'm motivating the next generation. My son is looking at.
Yes.
I was looking at you. My son is looking at me.
Mhm.
And you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, something so simple, you actually motivated my son. You get what I'm saying? Like in a
Yes, because you know what's so crazy? Because somebody got to break the cycle, and then somebody else got to make the cycle, which is a new cycle. You can't be in the same cycle as, oh yeah, I grew up like this, so you're gonna be like this. No, nigga, that's how you cause generation curse, not generation wealth.
and the reason I say, the reason I commend, even you will, like the reason I commend, because even a platform like this
Exactly.
conversation would never been had if the platform wasn't even in. You get what I'm
Facts.
saying? At the
Salute.
end of, there was a point where I didn't even know that this was something that you was doing. I found this out a minute ago because you've been doing this for a while too, and I'm just like,
About
oh
8
shit.
years.
But
Yeah.
what was it? It was like the other week,
Mhm.
and I was like, wait, what is this? And I tuned in. My man is actually talking about real shit. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, I don't want to hear nobody no fucking Cardi B. I don't want to
Exactly.
like. Okay, I listen to the music I listen to. That's probably the only time I touch into the world.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only time I touch into the world. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, there's other like on my other than the the big butt girls and all the models or whatever. Other
Yeah.
than that, on any one of my streams, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, Snapchat, no matter what it is, you
Motivational
know
shit.
the
I
type of shit
already
I
know
see
it.
on my stuff. I
Yeah,
see business stuff. I
I know
see,
it is for a fact.
you
I
get what
know
I'm
it.
saying? I see motivational stuff. My hashtags is crazy. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I could say the name Bob Proctor and nobody won't even know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I could point out books
You
that
could go on
people
and on.
are yo, I'm trying to tell you.
That's a fact.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm only saying this to say this platform, yo, crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This probably not even gonna be the first time I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tune in. I'm gonna listen because this is real shit. It went left field, but I'm not gonna lie. It kind of went
That's
to a good
that's the
topic
thing.
too.
That's
It
the
went
thing.
right field.
I
Fuck
like
that.
when
It
it
went
does
right
that.
field, not left field. It
Oh,
went
right
right
It
field,
field.
went
yeah.
right field. It went exactly the way I wanted it to go.
Yeah.
Because I
Right.
wanted people to talk like men about
Yeah.
what's going on. You see with Ralph, and this is my personal opinion. If you're listening, bro, this is not even a slight against you. I think that there's a lot of issues with yourself that you need to work on more. You may have worked out some. You probably sought out counseling. I'm not exactly sure what you exactly did, but
We all at
it's
different parts of our journey.
yeah, it's just the
That's what
certain
I
stuff
thought.
that he said made me realize that I don't know if he actually loves himself like he thinks he does, because he probably wouldn't be saying the stuff that half the stuff that he said tonight.
Well, yeah, because a lot of things, and that's actually why I came on,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of things that Famous was saying, I understood exactly where he was coming from. I'm like that. I was trying to type it, but I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, yo, he wasn't being personal. He was being general, and he kept taking stuff personal. And I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because all of his explanations were personal, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, but you don't really understand. You will never understand like true meaning of life if you only see it from your eyes. At the moment where you can close your eyes and still see, I don't know if that's a Bruce Lee quote. I ain't trying to act smart or none of that. I just know that's where I am.
look,
I can close my eyes and still see the whole world right now
Mm-hmm.
because
listen.
it guides me.
Mhm.
It's a fact. Only thing I was trying to
And
get
I'm
out
done.
with that is at the end of the day, man, like I was saying, at the end of the day, female, okay, you could be the fat dude with all the money, but she gonna cheat on a dude with you with the nice body. I'm trying to tell you, like,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just trying to be.
Yeah, you're right though.
What she creep out on you or something like females
Yeah.
do cheat. It don't gotta be
It all depends.
because they don't fuck with you or they hate you. It's just that dude is just so appealing. They want to try his temptation, his life. Not every female, but majority of them.
Majority,
You could
yeah.
be the dude. Hold on, you could be the dude bringing in the bills, the money in the crib. But that dude that looks super good, that's giving her a chance, and she's giving him a chance, he gonna fuck. And you know why? Because she know he ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't even gonna be blowing up a phone.
Yeah. You know how you know you're right? Because if you weren't, and like I said, this is why we had to keep it general. Okay, you got the dude. Let's say the dude and the girl, same situation, and on the right side, same situation. The person who is only looks don't matter. You got a male over there, female over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the same situation, they got one got a girl, one got a man, whatever. Yeah, because well, females are all into a sense of security and all of that. Yeah, I've learned that. But here's the thing, though, bro. When I was younger, do you know how many females who had husbands and I was the side nigga? I was the professional side nigga.
Me too. That's why I
know
know
why? Because they weren't tempted. That's where temptation comes from. You weren't introduced to something to like it enough. Oh, well, I've had people try to da. Yeah, you've had them bum ass niggas try to do that. You ain't never had a real dude like me who, when I woke up in the scene, even though maybe out of comfort and around my boys, I might say the word nigga, blah, blah, blah. But when I approach you on some real gentleman shit,
exactly.
You ain't never gonna see the snapback. You ain't never gonna see no regular joint. The way I'm gonna approach you, I'm not even gonna approach you. You're gonna want to say something to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done this. There was a point where I used to be like, oh, I could only bag a hood chick. Until I was in a CEO atmosphere. And the first time I ever messed with a CEO who was making millions, I'm talking CEO. And I'm like, nah, I need to chill. Like, I ain't got no chance with that. She was trying to get me drunk. And you want to know what her reason
trying to get
was?
The fuck, nigga. They may have their husband,
Yeah,
but they
she was trying to get the business.
Trying to tell you.
Because in her life, it all and this is what I was saying. It depends on your aspect and where you are in life. In her life, she dominates the business world, but she didn't have a man to dominate her.
Exactly.
Even my girl that I'm with now, the way my girl is, if I try to she knows how to conform, and we know how to back and forth with each other. In 13 years we've learned how to do that. But the way that I know she is, I can't just go getting at my girl, rah, and it be on some I accept it. No. But not to be funny, but let in the bedroom, let me sit there, you know what I'm saying, choke her out, do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. She might like that shit. And you get what I'm saying? So it like I said, it depends on you. It depends on what the person is introduced to. It depends on different things. Because if it wasn't, I used to love top model chicks. You couldn't get me to not be with a top model chick. But there was a point where I said, you know what? Looks don't matter as much.
It don't. It just gets your foot in the door. I didn't say look is the end all be all.
Exactly. Yeah, I knew exactly what you were saying. Because with me,
you try to go against your DNA, your life experiences might teach you something different, but your DNA, males are physical creatures. Women are emotional creatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what ties in. I bet you if I was, I'm sorry. Let me just say one more thing, and I'm gonna shut up. I bet you if I sit there and start to talk about love languages, men don't even know what that is. Most women won't even know what that is. They know what they want, but they won't even know what that is.
But most females don't even know what they want. So let me pass that to Will, because we don't even know what we want.
They don't know what they want. I agree. You know why? Because I ain't gonna say no names, but there's a few females that I've known personally that's on dating websites and they're in relationships.
Look at that. Come on.
Talking
they
about
want the thrill.
My ass. You hear the chat?
Exactly. It's a thrill, my nigga. It's a thrill. Females, everybody's like that, bro. You gotta look.
Yeah.
All humans have these traits. Did you ever cheat on the test? So you cheated in life. You will cheat on a person because that's just a trait you had. It's just point blank period, bro. Like, look at it with common sense.
Yeah.
You know how many times I used to have a girl and then have a couple joints on the side, because
Come on, Zach.
I knew that, and I'm not speaking from a cocky point in my life. I knew that at a point, this wasn't the woman that I needed to be with. Either the sex was good or something that she was doing was something that appealed to me. But I knew that I had, number one, emotional ADD. I can't tolerate bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that she's doing that agitate the shit out of me, I'm not going to be able to tolerate for too long, no matter how good the sex is. Because at the end of the day, sex is only an emotion until you bust a nut. Because when it's bust a nut, it's bye.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
You get what I'm
is.
saying?
I'm trying to tell you, like,
And
I get it.
started to realize I could do this and not be bothered with you
but hold on,
and be less stressed.
but hold on. Look, even let's take it a step further. Minus the getting your own rocks off, nigga. You can fuck a girl, right? She does not look to par. After you let go, you gonna say deuce. If she looks good, you gonna cuddle up with the bitch
Yeah.
because she look good.
You know why? Because there's that image that's put into your brain that you know that when you wake up in the morning or whenever it is, when you look over, it was not tradition. It was put into your brain and forced into your brain that is what you need to see. This is what she needs to look like.
Yes,
Yo,
exactly.
I had a thing for Spanish women and didn't even know. I didn't understand that because I lived across the street from Katona Park that I had this thing for Spanish women. I had this thing for Guyanese women, Indian women, a specific kind of hair. And I'm not fronting on no, I love all women. But shit, my kids are island in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Costa Rican and Jamaican. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Because I just knew that when I found a specific something, it just went with me. You get what I'm saying? And it was what it was from there.
Yeah.
It was what it was.
I
This
agree.
nigga cute by grasshoppers and shit. You know he not in the city.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with both of y'all. Basically, like looks only matter. Looks matter to it matters a lot, but it matters to different people. What they go for a specific look. Like for me, if you wanted me to put it on a scale, I'll put personality before looks because personality never leaves a person. The looks will fade away sooner or later.
I put energy first because I could feel that before. I put that. I can feel the vibe.
To me, it's the same shit.
Personality and energy? No, hell no.
No, I personally think it's the same thing. This is my personal perspective.
Okay.
Your perspective, I get what you're saying. The reason I tie it in together with me because I can feel I can feel what kind of person somebody is because I'm a great judge of character and I always go based on energy. I've been like that since I was a little kid. That's how I've never been in trouble with the law, and I've never been in some shit with people because I can feel somebody's aura. I can feel when
you done that way.
Yeah, you don't even gotta speak. I could just tell out that you're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I could just tell like
I'll be like, if I feel your aura, if I like, for example, this is why I say majority of like as far as females, because I deal with a lot of females of like as like the reason I say a lot of them are fucked up people because I feel their energy. They're trying to get by based on their looks, and they look at you as an easy target because to them, oh, okay, a lot of people look at me. Oh, this person might not look good to everybody, so I could use my look to try to take advantage of this person, but I know better, so they're not going to get very far with me, but they're going to get very far with anybody else who lacks confidence, like that might lack confidence. You see, they'll fall flat in their face trying to pull that shit with me because I'll spot it from a mile away. So that's why I put in I put on the same scale. Energy, personality. Because to me, you got to have good energy to have a great personality, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
Y'all two are awesome people. That's why I have y'all on the show. I feel no bad vibes.
You're right, though. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it ties in.
I've also been in some situations where the energy was good and the personality was iffy because of the atmosphere that we was around. I knew, man, I used to always attract the type of women to me who had problems. But when they were around me, they were beautiful people.
Mhm.
I use like, and especially like cancers. Funny thing is, my girl's a cancer now. Um, and there was this one girl that I was with, and she used to curse people out, and she was just like a dickhead. Like I'm like, damn, and I don't even use that word, but she was a straight dick. And I'm like, yo, like, why do you act like this with people? But she never act like that with me. She was a beautiful person, a beautiful soul. Like we could sit there and talk about things that she never talked with the when we got out. Like we were in her house or in a nice setting, we would talk about things or be on a phone when no one is around. We would talk about things that you wouldn't even think we'd talk about at the ages that we were. But then all of a sudden we get back on the block and we outside and we around our friends and stuff like that. It's just all types of ghetto stuff and yo and da 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 da. And I'm like, yo, you don't. Why are you doing this? You don't even act like that when it's just me and you. So I've been in the case where it was a beautiful energy and an iffy personality, beautiful
Yeah.
slash depending on the atmosphere type of personality.
Right.
And it was a little tricky. But then now, let's say in 2020, that was when I was like a teenager or whatever. Now in 2020, I'm looking and I know her still, and one wound up dominating the other. She wound up
Right.
being a iffy asshole in a sense
Right.
because now she's in her own secluded life to herself because of the other way of how the dickhead that she used to be.
Yeah.
And now she just lives now she's in her 30s and she lives a life to herself. But then when she get out there in front of people, she's being fake, and now she got to be, the sad person or whatever when she's by herself.
Yikes. That's not a good way to live.
Yeah,
For real.
But yeah,
facade.
y'all right when it comes to that because like that's why you see this is how I know I've grown as a person because if I would have tried to have this discussion about 10, 15 years ago, or even
Mhm.
back in the early 2000s, I would have been fucking pissed. I would
Yes,
have got
well,
bent out of shape. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
know, nigga. I
I would have,
know.
I would have,
Yo, look,
I would have went into my corner and just pouted the whole goddamn day.
look. I
Let it
remember.
be
Me
my
too.
day.
Let me give you this one incident real quick. I remember when I told this nigga Will,
Oh,
my dog rap better than Eminem. This nigga said, "Fuck you. I hope you die," and walked off. Back in the days, I'm like, damn.
oh man,
Yo.
Fact.
I said that shit.
Yep.
Oh no, I apologize.
It's
Yo.
all good.
Wow.
It's all good.
Oh nah. You
Yep.
see,
Yo.
that's the point.
Yep.
That's growth.
He came a long way, people. Trust me. I
Oh
know
my
before the
god.
book.
You see, this is why you see I've learned to have discussions and listen to people
Mm-hmm.
and then respond. But that's the thing. I wasn't doing
He
that.
was more emotional back then instead of listening.
Yes, I was
I
being
mean, but who
emotional.
isn't?
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
isn't?
That's a fact. Me too.
I've learned how to value. I've learned no. I'm lying. Now I value people's opinion. I go straight in it. Let me hear what they have to say.
Mm-hmm.
The point when I started, I said I need to fully learn to accomplish the
Um,
goal of being the stupidest person in the room.
Yep.
That's how I started. I didn't even funny shit is I didn't even know what that meant, but I heard that's what I needed to do. And a mentor told me that, and I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? He not about to be my mentor no more. Because I don't know what the fuck he talking about. This nigga just told me to be the stupidest person in the room. I heard that you was supposed to come in the room, bust open the door. You know what I'm saying? If there was no opportunity, you bust open the door.
mm,
And he said, no, you got to walk in that room, be humble, know what you know, shut the hell up, and listen, and be the dumbest person in the room.
Yep.
The fuck? Everything the opposite of what I was told traditionally. And when I did it, I learned so. Do you know how much my first couple of times? Let's not act like it's one time and then one and done, and then I just learned. The first couple of times that it was time for me to learn, I would say 90% of the shit I knew already. But the lesson, I guess, in my lesson, because life is lessons and shit like that. in the beginning, it wasn't for me to just learn stuff. It was my first lesson was shut the fuck up. When I get in that room, I didn't know how to be quiet. I was in that room, yeah, because all right, so Q, this is how you do this. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so this is how you do this. Yeah, I know. The fuck? And then I was told, listen, even like it's like working at a job. If you tell them that you know how to work up to level 10, they're gonna give you up to level 10 and then expect level 11.
Exactly.
If you tell them, if you don't go in, if you are up to level 10, they're gonna start giving you level 1. And it's gonna make you look like a better worker because you're gonna do that shit as easy as nothing. Slow down sometimes.
Right.
It's like the 48 laws or whatever. Slow down sometimes, chill out, obey the rules, don't go above master and all of that other different shit. At least when you're in that type of world. And fall in line. Learn how to fall in line sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I could learn how to learn something from you. I could learn how to learn something from Famous. Sit there and be quiet at a time. And that's why, like, I'll ask. I'm like, hold on, am I talking a bit much? Am I being too loud? You know why? Because I taught myself how to do that. Hold on a minute. Let me. Or if I look and I pay attention, I'm like, sometimes when I talk, I don't pay attention and I just talk. So if I'm ever talking too much, just shut me up. And if you're trying to say something or whatever it might be, and I'll let certain rules or certain things be known before I engage at all. But I actually don't engage most of the time because I'm sitting back and I'm paying attention to the room. Like I could have jumped in a conversation in one of your older joints, which I wanted to, but I said, nah, let me see what he's about. Nowadays, because everybody evolves. I said, let me see what he's about. Let me see what he's talking about. I think it was like 2 different topics, bro. You was talking about some stuff where I'm not gonna lie, nobody I knew from the old neighborhood is even on that level, other than Famous, which is why it seems as if everything he was saying I agree to. But like I said, he's on that journey too, and I respect and I understand it because coming from where we come from, we wasn't supposed to do this. We wasn't supposed to know this. We wasn't supposed to think for ourselves. That's why they call it, we live in a trap. Yeah, it's a trap. I happen to get loose.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
I found the trap door, nigga, and got out. Fuck you.
And it's crazy.
You feel me?
And it's crazy.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't. And a lot of people, they don't leave their neighborhood. Like I'm proud to say, in 5 years, I've been to 22 states, different states, in 5 years.
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Your next stop is overseas, bro. You'll get there.
You feel me?
That's exactly where I want to go.
After this pandemic is done, I'm coming with you. We're going overseas.
I want to go to let's go. I want to go to Italy too. I want to go there. I want to go to Rome.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm actually trying to move to Italy.
You trying to move there? That's dope.
I gotta see what their current events is out there. I gotta see what they're doing out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right now, Jersey's good for me. Jersey's being real good to me.
I want to go to Iceland. That's where I want to go.
You said Iceland?
I want to go to Iceland. I want to go to Reykjavik. That's why I want to go.
I know. I got to learn more about overseas and shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know too much.
One of my boys, he put me onto that place, and I went and looked. And if you ever go down there, it'll be a culture shock because if you go there in the summertime, it'll be like 12 midnight. It'll be still light outside.
Yeah, I heard like some places they got light for 24 hours and shit. Like,
yep. And in the winter they have 3 days. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Some places.
I said I'm learning stuff. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Are these places that fall on the equator or places that fall on the top of the earth where it just goes around?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There's places that's like it could be right now here on the East Coast is 1:23 a.m. Go over there to like 1:23 a.m. over there. Around this time, it'll be light as hell, like it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it'll be a culture shock.
Yo, nice.
Yeah.
Just learn something new. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank y'all for coming on the William Green Experience. This is an awesome conversation. We really need to do this again.
Thank you for the opportunity. I actually respect the platform, seriously. Because there's no platforms like and where you were thinking to go with it, and because of this and because of that, I'll even do some research. There's plenty of platforms where you could do whatever it is that you want. Even where, because like I have my own media studio and everything, me, my dad, and my brother or whatever.
Oh, that's dope.
Man, we fuck around, shoot it anywhere. It is what it is. Listen, on location, it don't even matter. Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, do a
it
show
gotta
that
happen.
be dope. Yeah, like get a
It
show
gotta
popping
happen.
shit or something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You always had the media company. You like, yo, come to church, yo. I got the
Yeah.
out.
You feel me?
Still never
It's
went.
there. Office is
Years ago,
chilling.
okay, that's crazy.
And
But
then we
yo,
got two professionals that's doing it. Don't act like
timing
you
is
ain't doing the
everything.
same thing. Famous like y'all killing it.
Yo, good. Yeah, but timing is everything, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes when you get opportunity, you're not sure to handle. So that when the time comes back around and you see people mind grow up, that's
Yeah.
when it happens. Like sometimes you're not sure enough. It's not handed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when you were first, when Famous was first on his journey, and he was saying different things, and it was like I respected him because he was the bro, but I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, this dude is different. I'm like, yo, he's changing. I
Yeah.
Yes.
remember it started with all different types. He wouldn't dress how everybody. He was, yo, this dude, him. I remember him and Jordan. That's his name. Yeah, Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to him.
Two of the flyest dudes. And I'm like, yo, what the hell? Then all of a sudden, two different lanes, but two separate lanes. They was just doing something different, and I'm just like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, what is different? And the best thing that Famous did was disappear.
Mm.
He disappeared and found if you might as well say he went somewhere in Thailand and China and just traveled the world or something. My man disappeared. And the next time he showed his face, he was a different person. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And that's when I learned how to do that. So even on a personal level, not even on media, this, that, music, whatever. Yo,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say thank you because you showed me that doing that was better. You showed me what was better for myself. You get what I'm saying, and helped me to show that it was better for my kids and for the next generation and different things like that. I don't think I've ever given you that much credit, but I gotta speak where it came from for me. Oh well, it came from this and my mama and no, I disappeared from the world. I could only see what was on screen. I could only see what was on this, on that, blah blah blah. And what you were showing was different. You know what I'm saying? My man was showing that it was cool to be with his family and do this and that with his nieces and nephews and all of this and blah blah blah. And these other dudes is out here just doing whatever it is they doing. He like, yo,
Right.
fuck clapping. Fuck this,
Yeah.
fuck that. Talking about different shit in his rhymes. Everybody, yo, we almost all kind of learn how to spit same time
Yeah.
frame. Yo, let's do this. Let's all be on this record. We was all saying the same shit. But you know what he was doing? He wasn't saying the same things. At first he was. I remember old records.
Yes.
I ain't
Facts.
gonna throw that out there,
Facts.
but I
Facts.
remember some old stuff. I got all the archives, and I'm like, yeah, all right, let's get it. And then all of a sudden, like I said, he disappeared. No, first the shit started changing. He's saying different shit. He's saying grown up shit. He was saying 444 shit before Hov was saying that shit. I'm like, fuck is this nigga talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what is he talking about? And mind you,
Mhm.
I'm one of the oldest out of the group.
Mhm.
And he taught an old head how to yo, nah, B, that's not and I had a kid and all that. He taught me how to wanna look for something different. And then I looked, that shit wasn't even far, bro. I'm gonna say that much. And I'm gonna end it right there. That shit wasn't even far.
No, I
As soon
appreciate.
as I opened the door, the journey was like it was almost like some oh shit just pulled
Back.
me, and I
Back.
ain't, I ain't never looked back. I
I,
disappeared. I was like, nah, this shit ain't for me.
yeah, I
Never
appreciate.
looked back.
I
Hmm.
definitely appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like showing love. Like I said, I learned from everybody. Like even when you hit me up, this nigga hit me. Like, yo, what you need? This nigga sent me like 16 fucking courses to my email. I'm working on my business right then and now. I'm like,
Yo,
God damn, bro, this how I'm like, yo, bro, this is how much you like invest. Yeah, bro, whatever else you need. Then I'll tell him I'm making. I wrote something about an
yeah,
ebook. Show me some. I'm like, you see, when you work works with.
facts.
When you bullshit, nobody's gonna give you no opportunities, my nigga. Fuck, I'm cool with you.
Yeah,
It could be your
I,
family
I
work.
I ain't handing that to nobody else. I'm not giving that to nobody else because I know what it took for me to get where I got. And at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, like there's actually some stuff where you're a step ahead of me, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm trying to do that. Okay, you know what? I got this. Yo, I got over 10 terabytes. 10 terabytes of information and shit just sitting where it's sitting. And I'm like, yo, I'm not even using that. What the hell?
Yeah.
I done spent 5 days on this course. Mind you, because everything that and the real thing is you actually do gotta invest. You gotta invest in this stuff. I spent bands on courses and different things. You think I'm about to let you spend money on that? I don't want, especially because you're different. Other people, they be like, yeah, I get money. I'm doing this. I'm doing that, bro. You're not even on that level.
None of that shit, bro. I don't care.
On that level, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the money that I get, it ain't for you to know. I can sit here and lie about the money I get right now. I got 5 kids. Okay. If a nigga really thinks, you know I got money because I got 5 kids.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, and it doesn't go to everybody. My man definitely motivated me. Different people motivate me. So I put into their hands things that they might need, that they don't. I'm gonna put something in your hands that you don't even know you need. You be like, oh shit. And one of these things started because I actually, for once in my life, I got a business partner now, and I kind of teach him different things or whatever. And he said to me, I remember the first time I made I think it was like 30,000 in a month, right? So I said, okay, bet. And it wasn't just handed to me. It was, you know, I had help. And my man put me on. In 2018, I lost my job. That's when I started chilling on the block, all of that. I lost my job and everything. And I reached out to somebody. Funny shit is, I would have never made none of the money that I did. I wouldn't be as successful as I am now if I didn't reach out to somebody, a stranger, on Instagram. I reached out to this millionaire, and he helped me. He really did. And he said, I bet. And most people wouldn't even say this. This man sent me, we had a 30-minute conversation. And what I hit him up and said wasn't even asking him for shit. The first message I ever sent him was saying, thank you for the shit that you taught me. Of course, I didn't say shit, but I was like, thank you for all the stuff that you taught me.
Yeah.
This dude, I used to just like his pictures and different things or whatever, or comment or whatever. And it would, you know, be in his messages. Then I finally left a whole message. He would always see it and never comment. When I left this message saying thank you for this and this and that, and I detailed a couple things, dude hit me back right away and was like, what the hell are you talking about? Because he's trying to figure out how. All I know is, long story short, he said, yo, here's my number. I'm going to call you. He called me, a 30-minute phone call. And this dude had already sent me, I think it was $404 to be exact for my first LLC.
Hey,
he sent me.
Let's get it.
You feel me? And I was like, this was when I knew what I should have been doing, and I was handling business and doing this and doing that. I didn't know the difference between just without the LLC. I was just a regular sole proprietor. So I was just handling my own shit. And then all of a sudden, he's like, nah. He said, bro, he said one thing to me that made me know this whole shit was real. He said, yo, because it could have just been pictures. It could have just been him, you know, on these boats, on this, that, the Rolex, this. It could have been fake. He said, one thing that made me know it was real. He said, listen, just do me a favor. I said, what is that? He said, follow everything that I'm gonna tell you to do. He said, everything that I'm gonna tell you to do is gonna sound like it's a step backwards, but it's not. You gotta start from step 1 and work your way up. So he said, do this. He told me to get the LLC. He told me how long it was gonna take. Yo, this dude was there so much. I was in the bank getting my business bank account. And I'm hitting him up, asking questions. I don't know what the fuck is this. Because they're asking me questions that I don't know. And how much is your revenue and this and that. I didn't know what ROI was and all these different. And I'm like, wait, what? My man was dead. He's like, all right, this and this and that. And I'm like, hold. And I told him, because this is where I started to learn how to be modest. And I said, listen, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I got a business partner, my mentor. He's teaching me things and he's showing me how to do it. Long story short, here I am today doing shit on my own, doing different things. And I just started going into e-commerce and shit. I work from a phone and from a laptop. You get what I'm saying? And he taught me shit. He taught me about Shopify stores and drop shipping. And then I learned from one of his mentors, which I think those are some of the pictures that's on my Instagram. I learned from his mentor, who's another millionaire. And then funny thing is, when you meet one millionaire, you meet another and another and another, because you actually really don't even know who these people are. None of them got suits on, so that threw me off. And I just said from that point on, like I said, I'm ending it. But from that point on, I said, you want to know something? I always thought that, first off, it was the nigga in the suit. I thought it was a white man that looked like Zach Morris. And I thought this was the help that I was going to get. I was actually working at Morgan Stanley at the time, doing security. And I worked my way up from being a security that stand at the door like this to working in the office, making top dollar. At that point, I didn't know that I was working on my mindset and working on physical things and actually still being productive. So the fact that I put those two together, I said, nah, I was like, you know what? I need to get to a point where I can say, fuck this job, which we could actually make that another topic too later on.
Yes, yes, sir.
I said,
yes,
fuck
sir.
this job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I said to myself, if I could put all this, I was working like 60 something hours, all between Friday. I think Fridays I did triple shifts. Saturday I did a double shift. Sunday I did a double shift. And then Wednesday I came in for like 2 more shifts. Bro, I was busting my ass because I got 5 kids. I got to do what I got to do. And at this point, I now was only making like 15 and some change. Bro, I don't give a fuck if you giving me $30 an hour. That's not enough to take care of a family.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? And I had to just step out on my own. Well, I'm not gonna act like I did. I got fired. These motherfuckers fired me no matter how high I got. I even got to the point where I was holding people's secrets and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But the one rule that I didn't obey about the 48 laws, I stepped on the master's back. I didn't need him anymore. And I stepped on his back and I went around him. And it worked because I was cool with his boss. I used to go in the back with his boss and go drink beers and shit while everybody else was working. I was set. I used on Fridays, even though I had all of those hours to do, my break was like 5 hours. Why? Because I was working grave shifts at a point during 3 shifts. At some point, you're working grave shifts. They was like, go take a nap every Friday for 5 hours, chilling. You couldn't tell me I wasn't set, bro. But at some point,
but comfortability kills. Comfortability kills, bro. That's the shit. I got comfortable at my spot. They let me go too. It kills. Trust and believe. Eventually, that shit is gonna turn to you get fired. Yep. All the time it happens.
And at the point when I got fired, it wasn't that, because I believed in myself and you can do it too. Nah, fuck that. I knew that I got fired and I had 5 kids and I had to do something. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The next thing that I went to go do, I just knew what I knew. All I knew was the streets. At the end of the day, it was either do what you got to do. I literally worked my ass off to get where I got, and then all of a sudden, the shit just turns away from me. I went back to the street as a grown ass man. This was 2018. Let me not act like, I was a teen and when I was young. Nah, nigga, I was. This was 2018 when I did this shit.
Word.
And I came back to the block, and I ain't gonna say no names, but I went straight to my family, like, let's get it. And it was what it was. And then some point, between the 2 to 3 different things that I was doing, one of them shits fell through, and it just sat me on my ass. And I'm good, but it just sat me on my ass and was like, no, you're not doing this. And I said, okay, bet. And all of a sudden, I got introduced to this other shit. Never even heard of it before. Most people haven't even heard of the term drop shipping. Never heard of that.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it. I didn't hear about it until 6 years ago.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, drop shipping? What the fuck is that? It was like, yeah, you can have your own stores and do this and do that or whatever, and you don't even need inventory. This is actually what, and the funny thing is, this is actually what a lot of corporations are doing. This is what Walmart does. This is why when you order shit, it comes off of a marketplace because there's many people selling different types of shit. It's the same thing. And all you got to do is have a target audience and do certain things and da-da-da-da-da. There's courses on it. Yes, they cost a lot of money, but there's one aspect that I didn't like about e-commerce, period. Because basically the definition, I thought e-commerce was just stocks and stuff. E-commerce is any way to make money online. That's e-commerce.
Yeah. That's exactly what that's the hint to E in commerce. E-commerce.
It's commerce, but it's just electronically. Exactly. and a lot of people didn't know that. So
Honestly speaking, before you continue, I'm gonna tell you when the first time I heard of e-commerce. First time I ever heard of e-commerce is when I went to Angela Simmons' red carpet event to launch her e-commerce website. That's when I researched e-commerce. So I've known about it for basically 7 years now.
I just thought of the wrong definition every time I thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just and from that point on, it was
Amazon
a
is.
Huh?
It's what Amazon is. It's e-commerce.
Exactly.
Yep, that's a fact.
That's a face of e-commerce right there.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. And I try to touch into all of that. I try to touch into all of that, even to the point where whether it's selling, creating products and selling them on ClickBank, whether there's ways to make money that's so crazy most people wouldn't even know. Selling ebooks on eBay. There's this shit you could do for free. This shit you could do with $10 in your pocket.
Yep. This nigga put me on. Yo,
fact,
bro. Yo, Will, he put me on. Trust me, bro. He put me on.
Actually, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all actually seen the stuff that I was selling this year, because I was actually selling t-shirts this year.
Good.
I was selling graphic tees. It basically said, "No racist formed against me shall prosper." I sold a lot. I still have some left, but I sold a lot more than I expected, because I love graphic tees. So basically,
did you know though that if you would have known about Facebook and the business, because people swear I'm always on Facebook, but I'm not. I'm actually on business.facebook.com, which is a totally different aspect.
Yes, that's the ads manager, if y'all don't know.
Exactly. So when people see me on it, they be like, "Yo, you're always on Facebook." No, I'm on the business part with my ads. If you would have picked your target audience and your location literally from your computer or your phone, which the computer's a little better, bro, you could have sold out, bro. You would have had so many sales. Yo, I would have put you on to, and there's so much free shit. And oh my goodness, I can't even get into everything. This is another conversation, but
you know what?
There's so much free shit that can make you rich.
I mean, if you want to, you could DM me and tell me what it is. We could exchange numbers. I don't care what we do.
Definitely.
Yeah, yo, Q, I ain't gonna front. He got.
Yo, I'm about to go to. It's 1:42 in the morning.
Yeah,
yo, I love talking to smart people. We got to do this.
Yes, we're gonna have a show on this. I would like to thank y'all, whoever's listening, for tuning in. It's the Wearing Green Experience. Y'all have a good night. It's the experience without me.